So this is Vampire the Masquerade Europe, London, 1999 episode. I think it's 44. I call it 44. If I'm wrong, you'll be able to tell because it'll be written down there. Yeah. So recap time. Dun dun dun. Barry Tahira. What happened in the last episode of Vampire Europe? If you can tell us, I'll be impressed.
I absolutely have. Hang on, she went diving through the building. We rescued her. We took her to Uther, and Uther fixed her.
That was 2 sessions ago.
Yep, that was a couple of sessions back. That was Sage's Fall.
Yeah.
Yep. Then last week.
Last week.
It was so eventful you can't remember.
I actually can't remember.
We can't remember because someone didn't post a video.
Hasn't posted videos. Oh no.
But
you're terrible.
I can remember what happened.
Okay.
Oh good. Why didn't you ask her?
So I wanted to test you, Barry. I'm testing your
Yeah, I'm already
anyway, what happened? So Sage went on her date. That was cool. We brought in
date with Parker.
Yeah, date with Parker.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Or Lindsay.
Lindsay Parker. Yes, you discovered Mr. Parker's first name at last.
Yep.
Yes.
So happy.
Yes.
I'm keeping that.
Yeah.
And I was introduced to Barry's new character. Well, new old, I suppose.
Old new character. This is Vincent. Is that right?
Yeah, Vincent.
Right.
Who is a gangrel Archon.
Yeah. I believe you guys went to visit Tatiana club at least once.
That was the session before.
It was the session
before? That was the session before.
It's all blurring together now. Goodness. Okay.
It's all right. Don't talk. Let her talk.
And we also we were introduced to Sam, another gangrel.
Right, that's right, Sam. Okay, and so Sam is typically played by Garth, but Garth is not here tonight, unfortunately, because he's not very well. And Luke may or may not be making it, Dr. Shipman, tonight.
So mysterious.
And our other player can't play right now. So we're down 3 players this evening. Goodness. We've only got half the crew. Oh, well, that's us. So you guys, who do you want to be at the outset? Those of you that have more than one character. Barry Tahira.
Okay, I'll be
Philippe, Vincent, Bishop.
Philippe.
Okay, so Philippe, you waking up, you get up, you climb out of your box.
Because Vincent be gone.
Yeah, Vincent might be gone by now. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can remove him from the session.
Yeah.
He's on a plane, flying in a box.
Yeah.
He's going back to Chicago.
Philippe.
Right.
Yes.
So Philippe, you climb up, you get out of bed, you and you find a note there from Rosa, and it says that we have recovered some of your artworks, and you hopefully will be happy about that.
Okay, I will get up, get dressed, shower, do what I do, and go and see these artworks they have supposedly recovered.
Right. Well, when you do come out of your quarters, that your vampire quarters part of the building, Rosa and Giorgio, of course, are there, and Giorgio gives you a clap as you come in. Philippe, and Rosa looks up to you as well, and she turns the TV off. He says, "So good news."
What is good news?
The good news is that we have recovered so many of your paintings, Philippe.
Oh, great. Yes. Well.
And some of the statues and things too. Some of the artworks that was sunk to the bottom. Remember?
Yes.
I had a call from one of your friends, I suppose it was. There is a box to get.
There is a box.
Aye, yes.
I wish they would put me in a box, but yeah, Okay, let's go.
Okay, Philippe. All right, let's. You want to go there now?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure it's going to be ready right now. And probably, I think, have to make some kind of appointment to get there. So you
Where
want me
is
to
it?
get the calls made and stuff? Yeah.
Where is it?
They
Giorgio?
say it's by the dockyard.
Okay, I'll make some calls
Very well.
and
Unless you
see.
want me to do the calls for you, I don't know.
Ah,
Whatever.
you do it. You do it. Yeah. I do not feel myself, at the moment. But okay, all right. You do the calls, and I will endeavor to be useful somewhere else.
You're
Okay.
very useful, Philippe. Why don't you paint? You have very useful talent for this. Why don't you paint instead?
Apparently, every time I paint, I cause trouble. Yeah, but I will. We have a security person. Remember, we have a new security person.
Yes.
Let's go and see what the security person. I'm going to go and see what the security person has arranged for our security.
Okay, so out of game, new security person. This is from Bishop's crowd.
Yeah.
All right.
I asked Bishop to do a little looking for me, and he found somebody that he thought would
Okay,
be
so are we talking
idea.
about like a mortal or a ghoul or?
A ghoul now. Be a ghoul now.
Okay, so okay, let's say you've got a plan to make this person a ghoul.
Yeah.
And you've got this security individual, basically somebody that works for Bishop's company. They've been trained by Bishop and Bishop's crew. That would make sense so far.
Yes.
Does Philippe have permission from Bishop to call this individual? I assume he does, because it's Bishop's. You sort that out, because it's these two characters.
Well, Bishop had to. He's had to talk to the order about it, and if they say it's basically what he does, he provides security for the teams here. That's what he will do.
Okay.
So yes, he's got no problem with it if the order has said yes, you provide the security for them.
All right. So
here.
There's a couple of ways of going about it too. Bishop could ghoul the character, the NPC, and then send him to work for Philippe, and then he would do whatever Philippe told him because he was told to do whatever Philippe told him.
Yeah.
Or Philippe could make him a ghoul himself, bearing in mind that Philippe has less ghouls already, and thus more blood pool for making ghouls.
No, what Bishop will do is the second option, because I would think that the order would want Philippe to take responsibility for his own.
Good thing.
Bishop helps him look for the right kind of people, but he's got to actually do the.
Okay. Do you recruit directly from the team, or do you recruit like from outside and then into the team and then to you? Is what I'm asking.
It depends what they want in a security person.
Right.
And sometimes they go outside, sometimes they go inside.
Right. What do you think Philippe is looking for?
Well, with the amount of trouble Philippe gets into with Sage and the rest of the team, I would say he'd need somebody of a military grade now to look after his security.
Okay, so military.
Yeah, military grade.
Military grade individuals. Okay, but we're talking about somebody's like an ex-captain.
SAS.
SAS, okay.
Ex-soldier. Basically, soldier.
Okay, I got the gist. We're basically talking Raya before she was Raya.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, cool. Right.
The amusing thing is Philippe's not used to making ghouls. Yes, he's made two, but they pretty much knew him.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Which name do you like better? Do you like Bjorn? Do you like Soren? Do you like let's see. John, straight up John, Jon. In fact, you know what? I'll make that John.
Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that. I remember.
Because we know we've got a connection there from a movie we wrote a long time ago.
John.
Barry and I wrote a movie once, years ago. Okay, John. There you go. Cool.
Okay.
All right. So Philippe, you're going to go and visit Bishop's complex in order to meet John this evening. All right.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll leave you with that coming up.
Okay.
So Philippe's preparing for all of that jazz. Meanwhile, Sage.
Yes.
Okay, you've woken up.
Get up. Ah.
All right.
All right. Time to break the news to Alan. So what?
When you wake up, you're thinking that as you get up, and you look across, and your phone is flashing, like it's
all
got
right.
messages.
I'll get up and I'll go have a look to see what my phone has to say.
You have apparently a bunch of messages from your bank telling you about some transactions.
What transactions?
Another 1.5 million pounds.
Oh,
record sales.
Okay. So much money.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm really thinking I should probably do something towards helping the greater human race and probably donate some to charity or do like a charitable event or something. Okay. But I'll have a chat with Francesco about that. I'm probably Electra. But for now, I'm going to go see Alan.
All right. So you go downstairs and Alan's stirring his cup of tea right now and tinkle, tinkle, tinkle. When he looks up as you come in.
Hello.
Sage.
Good morning. After evening?
It's evening, I guess. It's like the beginning of the evening, probably. Is that? Yeah.
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 Yeah. So I'm gonna just gonna let you know I'm dating Parker.
Okay.
Just come out with it.
I'm just gonna roll some roll dice.
Okay.
The teacup falls from Alan's grasp in slow motion and tumbles, spilling all of its contents into a large amorphous blob that goes smashing across the floor into little pieces and splashes up against the side of the cabinetry in the sink. And
Bishop misses all the good stuff.
Alan's trouser legs from the the mid shin down are now covered in tea, and little drops of tea that go all the way up to his crotch.
Oh, are you okay? Let me go get
Oh fuck, he says. Sorry, what did you just say what I thought you said?
Well, I don't know what you're thinking because it's really hard, especially when it comes to you. Anyway, I'm gonna go get something to clean this up.
No, you don't have to do nothing. I've got it. It's all right. Don't worry. It's my fault. Don't worry. Wasn't expecting that. Just kind of surprised me a little bit. That's all.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't have come out with it so quickly.
Yeah, don't worry. You know, I'm not too hurt about it. It's okay.
Can I make some sort of insight check, please?
Sure, you can make a perception and empathy check if you'd like.
Perception, empathy.
Perception?
Just the one.
Well, yeah. About what he said.
Right. Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, it's
I mean, like, I understand what happens with Automata and the retainer. I know that you'll have feelings towards me, so I don't really want it. I don't want to hurt your feelings or anything. And
yeah, just thought we had something. That's all, And I
guess we had something.
Did we?
Well, this was before I went to Europe and I really liked you. And I thought about you a lot while I was traveling across Europe. And then, when I got to see you again, you had moved on. So I had to put all my feelings to the side. And it's not your fault. It's really not your fault. But
could have. Yeah. Okay. All right. Fine.
It's not your fault, Alan. I'm sorry. But
okay. So what are you doing tonight then? He picks up his notepad and a pen. You've never seen him with a notepad and pen before. It looks remarkably like Mr. Parker's notepad and pen, actually.
Why do you have that?
Oh, well, actually, as you mentioned, Mr. Parker, he has the system, and I'm trying to learn how to use it.
That's good. That's good.
Trying to take more notes, basically, so that I can make sure I don't fuck up so many things, so that if I keep a list of everything that I've got to do and who I've got to talk to and where I've got to go and all that sort of stuff, just trying to make a list and learn to. It's a bit tricky, to be honest with you, Sage, because I've spent so many years working professionally as a football player. I'm not really used to being an assistant. It's a bit different and a bit weird sometimes, and it's quite hard. And I guess I thought it was for a reason, and I guess, yeah, never mind.
Hey, Alan.
So
I've never thought of you as an assistant. I've thought of you as a friend.
Right.
So
okay. Fair enough. Thanks.
I'd rather you not call yourself an assistant.
Yeah. Okay. I won't.
You look really hurt.
It's all right. No. It's fine.
Okay. I'll walk away. Oh, and feed the cat.
You go and feed the cat.
Yeah.
Bishop.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. You what are you doing?
Come in.
Bishop, sir.
Well, Parker, how are we feeling this fine evening?
He looks at you. I'm well, sir. Why do you ask?
Because it's a fine evening, and I'm asking how you're feeling this fine evening. What's so funny about that?
Bishop, you are. Look, I've come to ask you a question. I need some advice.
From me?
Yes.
The relationship capital of the world, me?
It seems that news travels quickly here in London.
What news? What news? What news?
Well, you see...
Do you want a coffee? You look like you need a coffee.
Don't mind a coffee, Mr. Bishop?
Well, make it yourself. Off you go.
Very well. Yes, Sage.
He should be at the mountain.
Who?
Bishop.
No.
Why is he at the mountain?
Because he died.
He might be talking to me on the phone or something.
All right.
Is he talking to me on the phone?
Go make yourself a coffee because you have to.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
I'll send it over.
All right. I'll send it over.
Okay. Go make yourself a coffee and start that sentence again. What are you talking about? And why are you bringing me here?
Well, you see, Bishop, I was approached recently by a member of our coterie, one of the more senior members, if you know what I mean, one of the non-retainer members of the coterie. One of the more famous members, in fact. You might know who I'm talking about by now.
Does she happen to sing?
Yes.
It wasn't very hard.
Thusly, well, you see, we were... I went on a date with her, so she asked me.
You want to have a date with...
I didn't start this.
With who?
Sage and I went on a date. It was a dinner thing. A walk.
You work together. You do realize that, don't you?
I do, sir. That's why I'm talking to you. There's that and various other things that might be of concern.
Well, what if somebody puts a bullet through her head and succeeds in killing her? How are you going to deal with that?
Well, probably the same way I would deal with it anyway, to be honest with you, sir. After all, she's a trusted and member of our team. We're all part of the same operation.
Is this going to end up to be a whole... I can't believe I'm saying this. Is this going to be a whole romantic thing with flowers and you putting on too much aftershave? And...
Bishop, sir, when have I ever been such a wet blanket? Take me for a wet blanket?
I'm not saying you're a wet blanket. I'm just saying, is this what she wants to? Is this what you both want? Hello?
Yes.
I know reception is bad.
Is it what we both want?
Okay, this is what you both want.
Well, sort of right, I'm not sure because I don't know what all the consequences of it are. I mean, if I knew what the consequences were, then I might be in a position to tell you what my will was. But as my will is...
Relationships have consequences. And you can't avoid them just because you happen to work together.
Bishop, my question is not about the consequences of any normal relationship. This is a consequence of a relationship between your ghoul and a vampire.
Well, it's
I would like to know if you would have any advice for me regarding that as to what I should do.
Can you deal with the fact that in the vampire world she is superior to you?
I've been dealing with that for a while now, so...
Well, there you are. You've answered your own question. Have a good time. Get on with it. And I care for you both.
Thank you.
All right?
Goodbye.
Bye.
Useless bastard. All right. Sage, what are you doing?
After I've fed the cat, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Sure, there's a list that I wanted to do, but I don't know what that is because we don't have access to our last video.
Okay. Also, access to it immediately. Like,
a sage can take her time.
There's not much I can do.
Lord Gustav has just given me a cigar and shot me in the head.
Right. Awesome.
I'll ask. I'll ring up Lindsay and see if he wants to, if he has time to do something tonight.
Right. Okay. So you call Lindsay.
It's so weird to call him Lindsay.
That is pretty weird.
It's so weird.
Good evening, Sage.
Hello. I was wondering if you. Oh yes. I was wondering if you wanted to do something tonight.
Well, I do have an extensive list of things on my plate, but perhaps, depending on what it is and when.
Right. Well, what can we do? There's only so much that I would do as a, on a normal night. I would go to incognito and sort of, I don't know if you'd appreciate that. You don't look like the sort of man that would.
Incognito?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a reasonable club, I suppose.
What would you like to do? Honestly, I just want to spend time with you.
Thank you. I do appreciate that.
I could go over and help you organize inventory or something.
Really? Would you do that?
Of course I would. I don't mind helping.
Truly.
If it means we can hang out together and get to know each other, then I don't mind.
Well, I did just happen to get in this new skiff this morning that we need to test out. Yes. How do you feel about going for a boat ride on the Thames?
Can I drive it?
Well, yes, I'll show you.
Then yes.
All right.
Yes.
Well, then, if you meet me here at 11 o'clock, if not before, feel free to come sooner.
I'll head over right now.
I'm expecting the boat to be delivered roundabouts then. So.
All right.
I'll see you then.
Okay.
Good night then.
Good night.
Goodbye.
I'm gonna be Alan. I'm going to Bishop's.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to drive you or something?
You are the only one with the car.
Right. I didn't know whether you were getting a taxi or something. I don't know. I mean, you don't need me anymore.
I mean, what would you do instead? Like I could give you the night off.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Thanks. I'll take that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
And go clubbing or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I've got something for you. Something to put in your purse.
Oh.
He gives you this small black cube thing. He goes, here, put that on.
What is
presses
this?
a button on it and it starts flashing a red light.
What is this?
Oh, it's just a locator. It's like a GPS locator.
Oh.
You know, it's in case, you go missing or you get kidnapped or something. And if it looks like they're going to put you somewhere and they're going to take your bag off you or something, you can swallow that thing and it will keep going for like 2 days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, as long as the battery is going to last for 2 days. So assuming that you did it right now, of course, but that's how it works.
Okay. Thank you.
No worries. So that way I can sort of know where you are and keep tabs just in case I need to come and rescue you or anything like that. All right.
Okay. Thank you, Prince Charming. I'm going to go and get ready now.
All right.
Okay. I go and get ready and I look really nice. And then
really nice.
Yeah, I look lovely. And then I go to see Parker.
All right. So Bishop, that's not Bishop. Alan is driving you to Parker's, is that right?
I'm leaving him at the night off, so I think I'll take a taxi.
You take a taxi, okay. All right, so he has the night off. You take a taxi and you head over to Bishop's place. Bishop, Sage gets out of a taxi out the front of your complex.
It would be good if I was there.
Why?
Quite so.
Because I am nowhere near there at the moment.
That is true.
But Philippe is there because he's arranged for Mr. Parker to meet with, what's his face?
John.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, yes. So, Sage, when you get there, Mr. Parker is speaking to a fellow, quite a tall fellow wearing round glasses. He's not Philippe Rigaud. Let me clear that up now.
Thank you.
He has very short cropped hair in a flat top sort of military fashion. He's quite muscular and tall. Looks a little bit like Dolph Lundgren, if you know who that guy is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's currently talking to Mr. Parker when you've wait, are you talking to Mr. Parker? You just got here, didn't you? Yes, of course you are. All right, so as you come in, you see Parker talking to this fellow, and he turns and sees you and looks back at you, and Philippe, I think Philippe's probably here too. Is that right, Barry? He's already here talking to him?
He's just literally talking to him now. Okay,
so Parker says to you, and so I'd like you to introduce you to Mr. Philippe Gratiano, he says to John. And the fellow reaches out a large hand and grasps your hand, Philippe.
And Philippe listens to his fingers breaking.
Right. He's actually not a complete idiot, this guy, apparently. Turns out he's actually got some sensitivity. And so when he takes your hand, it's remarkably soft, and he shakes your hand very pleasantly. He says,
shakes his hand, and Philippe waits for the crushing of his fingers anyway, because the man looks like a tank.
It's very nice to meet you, Mr. Gratiano, he says.
It is very nice to meet you, John.
If there's anything I can do for you, tell me.
Oh yes, I would like you to be my chief of security.
I'm very honored to take the role. Thank you.
I'm honored to have you.
I have been informed of the pay scale and the requirements. And you're happy with all of this, yeah?
Yes, okay. But I think we must, Mr. Parker, could you direct John and I and Raya to a room where I could talk to him about other things, if you know what I mean?
Of course.
Yes.
And so you're looking to tell me what's going to happen, Barry?
Yeah, I'm going to tell him what I am.
Okay.
What I am. And I need Raya there just in case someone has to stop this tank from running through the
Well, Philippe, as you're having this conversation, you're about to go off to do this because you've organised this room and you've got Rhea already there.
Yeah.
And Sage comes walking in, and Parker waves to her. Ah, there you are. There's the lady herself. And she comes walking.
So Parker, it's always a pleasure to see you. And who, aside from Philippe, hello Philippe. Who's this gentleman?
This is my. Yeah.
John.
Yeah.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. I'm helping with the security for Mr. Gratiano here.
That's good. He needs a lot of that. That is, if I had to pick out one of his flaws, that would be the biggest flaw, that he is not very secure. I would say he's the most insecure. I'm sorry.
You're making a joke at his expense, aren't you?
Sorry.
Oh, she's very clever, isn't she? I see why you're such good friends. You all know each other, huh?
Oh yes, we joke like this.
Yes, and well, we all love it so much.
I'm looking forward to becoming part of your extended family, if I can, you know.
I'm gonna give him a hug.
Oh, wow, that's really thank you for accepting us like that. It's so so pleasing to be invited in so quickly and easily.
Of course.
So, yeah, how can I help you now, Mr. Gratiano? Can I help anything now, or you want to do? You wanted to talk somewhere?
Yes.
I see. Are we all going, or just me?
Just you and I and Rhea, and I'm sure these two must have something else to do.
All right, so you guys go walking into that other room, and you close the door as you go in, and Parker turns to you, Sage. So what did you make of He-Man?
He's super cute.
He's quite nice, despite his...
I like him.
Yeah. It's not too bad, I think. Perhaps we'll see how he works out. He's kind of new, and we'll see how it works out.
You're looking as handsome as ever.
Stop it.
I can smell the imperial leather.
Can you just? I see. Well, of course, I offer all the same compliments, of course, except I will say that I'm on duty, so therefore I must somewhat maintain some focus and at least pretend to be working. You understand?
I understand. Is there anything I can help you out with?
Well, as it happens, there are several things that need to be done.
Okay. As long as it doesn't rely on my strength or anything.
No. As it happens, not very difficult at all. And what we're going to do is we're going to take these bags. You see in here, we have a bunch of netting. And we're going to stretch this netting out across the floor. Okay. And we're going to put these 6 bags of camouflage material. We're going to weave into the netting to make large vehicle coverings for out at the airstrip.
All right. I'm on it.
All right. So you guys start working on that.
Yeah.
And so you make chit chat. So here's your opportunity to find out. In fact, you know what? You can make a persuasion check.
Okay.
If you so desire, every success you find out from your persuasion check is going to be the answer to some personal question about Lindsay's life or otherwise.
Okay. Well, I got 2.
2 successes.
It was a charisma and empathy, which I assumed was the same.
Yep.
All right. So why don't you tell me what it was like when you first became what you are?
Oh,
actually, we'll start with what you were like before that, and then how you transitioned.
I see. Well, I began life as many a common schoolboy in Surrey. Growing up, I went to Eton College, where I took my education in military science.
Wow.
After that, I had finally got my degrees there. It was a 5 or 6 years of study there. I finally went and joined up with the Royal Service, as it were, the army here, and I was fairly quickly promoted into And he begins telling you his military career that involved the Falkland War and a bunch of other conflict zones. And he was a paratrooper. Jumping out of planes and stuff was pretty common for him. Diving in behind enemy lines and setting up camps, and then helping secure supply routes behind enemy lines into places and this kind of stuff. Spent time in, 1999? So at this point, the Afghanistan war and the Iraq war haven't happened yet.
Wow.
So he's spent time in some of the other hotspots in Asia and as well as the Middle East. I mean, he just details his military career mostly. He doesn't talk about relationships. He doesn't talk about women. He doesn't talk about men. He doesn't talk about family. It's just really strictly to the point, and very detailed, but so specific. Like it's like he's memorized a script.
Oh, so like if I was to interrogate him with like hot pokers and stuff, that's what he'd say.
Yeah.
This is the script he'd go with. Okay. Was that one question?
That's one question. Yeah.
All right. Why don't you tell me about your family?
Well, all right. I'm going to roll a d10. Now, if I roll a 1, he's a rogue, and he's never had a family. If I roll 10, he's got an extended family that... Oh, wow. Holy shit. All right, Sage, let me explain. I have once had 5 brothers and 3 sisters.
Jesus.
It's quite a large family. I was the middle child, one of. We were brought up in a farming community in Surrey. My father was obviously a farmer, and my mother was a farmer's wife. Nothing particularly special or anything about either of them. However, once upon a time, a certain individual came through the area on the run from some individuals and came through our house, and we did him the favor of allowing him to stay in our farmland for a few nights. At the end of that, he suggested to my father that I was old enough to begin training in something more bigger and better than becoming another farmer, and thus I followed our dear mutual friend Phoenix. Oh, sorry, Phoenix? Not Phoenix, Bishop. I'm sorry, so confused. Right. Bishop from there onwards, where he began my training and allowed me to, as it were, go to school and begin my career. Several years later, it was perhaps a decade or so later, this Bishop found me once more and requested that I work for him. So I suspect without his original interjection into my life, I may not have ever taken up this path and may well have still been my father's son. I hope that sums it up somewhat.
I have another question, but I don't, we should probably keep it mysterious and sort of just keep it to a couple of questions because that's the dice I rolled. What about you? What would you like to know about me? Is there anything? I did give you that one question.
You did.
Did you think on it?
I have not answered. All right, I do have a question for you, Sage.
Okay. Scary. Yeah, it's scary. Yes, opening up is scary.
If this, and I'm going to get directly to the point.
All right.
If this tryst between us was to continue and become something, and it was to last, how would you consider, or would you consider, the potential of making this, let's just say, leveling the playing field at some point with me?
Like embracing you?
Either that or finding one that could.
Of course. Like, I remember how I got permission for you.
Yes.
I did it because, well, not only were you getting hurt all the time, and I was worried that it would outright kill you at some point. But I know that it's something you wanted. I've seen your face in the past. You were interested in doing that, especially when Rhea became a vampire. You were very unhappy with how that went. You wanted to be one.
I suppose. I was conflicted, I'll be honest. I was conflicted. I've told myself for many years now that I did not wish to become a vampire. I do like the sun. I do enjoy my life, and I'm very productive. I need only 4 hours of sleep as a human. That's exceptionally useful.
It's better than us. We need, was it 12?
Yes. Exactly. I think in many ways the life of a ghoul is superior to that of a vampire.
I also agree. I've told that to Alan. That being a retainer, you might be, I guess you might feel like you're a slave. I guess that's one way of saying it, to your dominator. But you've got so many perks that just are so much better than being a vampire. And in my opinion, I think you should hold on to that as long as you can. But if and when you're ready and you have the option to choose, and I'm here, Bishop's here, and if you want to be a gangrel like me, then I'd happily accept you. And if you want to be a bruiser like Bishop, then I'd be okay with that too. Whatever you want to do.
I see.
Yeah, I believe in options and choice, and not many people have it, but you do.
Now, in my time as a ghoul, it's not more than 4 decades of my life. In my time, I have always wondered a number of questions, and now I suppose this question comes forth. I don't know too much about.
I'm not sure if you're allowed another one.
This is not a question about you so much about the world.
All right.
Is it possible for 2 vampires to work together to embrace a third?
Well, what I witnessed the other night was I look around.
Yeah.
2 people take someone's life. So I don't see why it can't be possible. It would just be a weird amalgamation, and I am pretty sure that like one way or another you're going to end up as a caitiff.
I see. Is that useful?
In my opinion, yes.
Really?
Okay, don't tell anyone, okay? Like, promise me you won't.
Of course. Why would I?
I look around again.
Right. Yep.
I am a caitiff.
I thought you were gangrel.
I am, but I'm a caitiff. But I don't have the abilities that a gangrel normally has. Really? I've just started getting them, but it took a lot of learning for me to get wolf claws. When I started, Uther taught me thaumaturgy.
I see.
And I think one way or another, your blood will still register where you've come from, what bloodline you've come from. But you won't be so attached to it. So there's nothing wrong with it, aside from the fact that people will have their, I guess, reservations about you. If they know, they will treat you poorly because you're not one of them.
Well, I suppose I could take an official choice if necessary, or otherwise it could simply be one or the other to begin with. I was just curious.
It's okay. It's good to be curious.
Thank you. So, you seem to have finished that one. Let's roll it up and put it in the bag, eh?
sure. You don't think any worse of me after I said that, do you?
Said what?
Said I was a caitiff.
Why should I care if you're a caitiff?
Because
I'm not a vampire, and I'm not at all invested in the hierarchy of the vampires either.
that's
So
true.
I could care less if you're a caitiff or, frankly, a fucking werewolf.
Werewolves don't exist.
Well, he says, yes, but you take my point.
Yeah.
All
right.
Very
Next
well.
one.
Okay. Meanwhile, Barry. So you take John into the other room with Rhea. I almost feel like suggesting that Charlie should play Rhea. But then she's full of gone around the room quite a lot. Start wondering. Yeah, okay, never mind. Okay, so
I
you
don't
take.
know how to play that accent.
Yeah, fair enough.
I use my ore, what I have of it.
All right. So you're gonna ore the room.
Yeah, well, I just like to ore John, but if Rhea gets struck by it, then
Let me see.
that machine's not very nice to me. That dice.
Philippe Gratiano. So for an ore, is that manipulate this? What the hell's ore? You're rolling charisma and performance?
Yeah, I think so.
Can't hear you say you're.
I think so.
It's my performance difficulty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Thank you very much.
Sorry, I turned it off to silence my really loud keyboard.
Oh, difficulty is 7.
Just the one.
1 success. Okay, well that's him.
Okay.
All right. So John's ore. He's smiling and seems relaxed around you when you go into the room.
Okay, we shut the door.
All right.
Put Rhea by the door. Okay, and Rhea will know what this is all about. She's not stupid.
Right.
Okay, John.
Yeah.
Now, I want our relationship to start honestly because you will be as close to me as any person can be.
Are you going to need me to take some notes right now? I can get some paper.
No. But I want us to start honestly.
I see. Okay.
Now,
What's the problem?
Now, I am how can I say this? I am a vampire.
Okay. There's the. You have to forgive me. I'm not sure what you mean. I don't know if that's a code word.
I am literally. You have heard of vampires from stories and movies?
He looks around a little bit nervously. Is this a test, sir?
No. It is a truth between you and I.
Rhea stands up behind you, Philippe, and cracks her knuckles.
Now, I will prove to you that I am.
What do you mean by vampire? You mean like what? Like some kind of special forces agent?
No. I am literally a vampire.
Because I heard that some of the Mossad agents, they talk about that kind of thing, like they call
No.
themselves.
No. I am literally a vampire.
So, okay.
Okay. Let me prove it to you. Now.
Okay, all right.
Now that I have told you this,
yeah.
We have people, if you do not want to be with me, we have people who can change your memory so you will never remember me. All right? All right, so if you do not want to be associated with me or work for me, then that's what will happen, and you will never remember this place or anything to do with it. Do you understand?
That sounds like some really bad drugs, my friend. I'm not sure I want to go ahead with that.
Now I will show you something and you will watch.
Wait a minute, before you go ahead with this, if you're talking about some kind of brainwashing techniques afterwards, then maybe I better not watch to begin with. I'm not sure I want anyone tampering with my head if I say no, you know? Can't hear you, Barry. Down. Voice down.
All right. Let me show you something. Let me show you. All right. Vampires do exist.
You see him kind of reaching behind his back cautiously.
And if you shoot me with the gun you have behind your back, or stab me with the knife you have, it will not work. It will hurt me, but it will not kill me.
Rhea, you see Rhea moving just next to you, Philippe, and you see her nod, as if in agreement with you, Philippe.
And
this guy, John looks over at Rhea and he's like, is this guy for real or what? What is it, all this crazy shit he's talking? Rhea says, you watch.
Now, I walk up to him. I take a knife that I've got and I cut myself.
Hold on. What are you doing? Oh my God, what are you doing?
Now watch. Now look at it and watch.
Okay, he's looking at it like.
And it heals itself.
Holy crap.
Now, if you choose to stay with me and work with me, if you choose, you will have to...
I want to see that knife.
Here you are. If you choose to...
He starts trying to pull it apart to find out where the blood pouch is inside it.
If you choose to stay with me, you will have to drink my blood.
No fucking way. I don't know. I'm out of here. Let me out of here. I'm going. Get me out of here.
This blood will give you greater strength.
He sticks the dagger in the table.
You will live forever.
I don't want to hear any more of these lies. Get me out of here.
You do not want to live forever?
He's like, come on, my friend. Let me out of here. I know you people have some kind of cult going on or something, but I'm not interested.
Okay. Stab me then.
I just want to go out the door. I don't want to kill you, okay? I know you're crazy, but I don't want to.
You cannot kill me.
That's nice, but I don't want to, okay? Let me out of here. I want to go home.
Then we will have to do to you what I said. Because if anybody knows that vampires exist, then they have to be killed if it cannot be taken from their mind.
You see, you hear Rhea drawing her weapon and cock it. Okay, all right, fuck. I don't know what you people are doing. I don't know what kind of crazy bullshit this is, but you need to let me out of here right away. Rhea steps forward with the gun. And he's like, just fuck off with that, all right? Just let me out of here. She spins the gun around so the handle is facing him and she holds it out. And he's like, what are you doing? And she grabs his hand. And she goes, Philippe, do you want me to help you with this?
Yes, please.
All right. She grabs his hand and then you see her pump blood. You can almost tell that she's pumping blood so that she can be stronger than him because he's huge.
Yeah.
And they struggle for a minute. And then she turns the gun and points it at you. And then she makes him squeeze the trigger 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Hitting you in the chest at short range.
Yeah. Of course I get thrown back. Yeah.
Well, it doesn't even throw you back. It just hurts like fuck. The bullets go through you and out the other side. Which oddly enough, unlike television, causes you to move forward, not back.
Do we hear this?
You do.
Okay, well, I'm going to look at Parker.
These loud gun bangs coming from just upstairs. in the office up there.
Start
Parker
walking.
looks up and jumps to his feet.
Yeah, me too.
And we start running.
Yeah.
Okay, so Philippe, you've been hit 4 times at close range. You're almost crippled, and you collapse to the ground. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing? Get me out of here!" And now he and Ray are struggling over the gun when you guys come bursting in. Sage and Parker.
Yeah. What the hell is happening?
Parker quickly grabs the dude and they start struggling. He's trying to take him down to the ground. Raya's trying to pull away.
Wait, what happened, Philippe?
And Philippe, what are you going to heal up straight away? Can't hear you.
Oh, you've been shot.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Philippe's bleeding. And so you start healing up, and Raya grabs him and turns his head around so he's forced to look at you healing up. And he's sitting there kind of being grappled by Raya and Parker now. And they're forcing him to watch you healing. And then, Philippe, you manage to pop all the bullets out, all the ones that stayed in you anyway. And then you get up onto your feet in front of him. And he's standing there. He's got a little bit of blood on his face because he's been punched at least once. And he's looking up at you like, "What the fuck's going on? You can't do that." He's like, he's wearing a vest.
Oh, he's not wearing a vest. Look. Look, you can see.
So,
And when
I
she
can't
does
believe
that, he can see me healing.
Why do you keep wearing your fanciest shirts? You know they're just gonna get ruined.
I was hoping this time it would go better.
well.
Ouch.
so Reyes leans into him and she says, "So you see, it's pretty fucking real, right? He's a vampire. I'm a vampire. She's a vampire."
Hi. I'll show my teeth.
Yeah.
Grr.
And he kind of quickly kind of struggles away back towards the corner.
That's okay. I'm not going to hurt you.
Parker's got him there. He's like, "Don't move too far, friend."
This was really bad. Whatever you did scared the living shit out of this man.
Well, he would not listen. So Rhea, help me.
Why don't you show him your celerity or something? That's pretty cool.
I did not think of that. Okay.
Come on, Philippe.
I can also move very fast.
He's sitting there shaking at this point.
Do not. I know this is all a lot to take on, and it is very frightening, but I do not want to kill you. I want you to help me and be my head of security, and in return, I will give you my blood. And when you drink my blood, you will live for a long, 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 long time. And
you won't age.
And you won't age.
You'll be this handsome man forever.
You will not age.
So you're saying this is all real?
This is all very real.
Do you want? I could show you something. It's pretty fun.
He looks over at you like, "What the fuck?"
Okay, watch this, right? I'm going to make something levitate with my thaumaturgy ability. I've forgotten what it's called. Movement of mind. Yeah. I should be able to do this quite easy. Let's see. Can I roll it like this? Oh yeah. Okay, 5. There you go. So it should be fine.
What do you want to move? Him? You?
Well, I can't do that. I can only do up to a certain amount. So I think it's like 20 pounds or something. Okay. So if there's something in the room that's on a table, I will do that. It could be a book or something.
Books, boxes, various other objects. Knickknacks sitting around the room. On the wall, there's a bunch of guns that are there for show.
Oh, okay. I'll do whatever is closest to 20 pounds because that would be the most
All right.
astounding.
All right. Okay, so
Yeah.
you pick up some of the fixtures and spin them around. Right, a couple of
Awesome.
things, and then put them back down again. And he's like, he's sitting there just fucking shocked. And
I don't think even Philippe knew I could do that.
Rhea goes, and if you don't think we're vampires, shows him her teeth. You already did that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
when she did it, was more impressive.
And he's like, okay, I'm scared.
You don't have to be okay. Yes, the way that.
Are you all going to kill me now?
No. No, right, Philippe. I don't know what the plan is here, but I don't think
know what kind of game this is, but I really want to go home.
I really like him. Please don't kill him.
I want you, for the last time, to be my chief of security.
What if I said no?
Then we would take you to somebody who could make you forget us, or I would have to kill you.
Wait, come on, Philippe.
Look, if I may, sir.
I like to go for the second option. I like to.
If I may, sir, says Mr. Parker. Just forgive me for interrupting. I'd just like to explain that it's not all bad, sir. I mean, I am what these people are describing what they would like for you to become for Philippe. I work for a different one of these vampires, presently not accounted for. In any case, and I should like to say that it is in fact quite a good life, and you will be able to certainly obtain more skills and resources, over the course of your training and your work with us. We have very good resources of our own. We're more than happy to show you about. You will learn all sorts of things that you never knew about the world. And let's just say that you will not have access to those things without us. You have been given an opportunity into a unique perspective on the world where you can learn truths that are not available to the rest of humanity. It's my suggestion, sir, given that I myself quite enjoy your company and that so do the others here. Nobody here is here to hurt you. We should like to bring you into the fold if you would allow us as kindly as possible.
That was really well put, Parker.
And this guy sits there looking at Parker and listening. All right, well, I don't know where to start with all this. It's a bit much, right? He adjusts his glasses.
It can be a bit much. I think all of us had a hard time adjusting. So
they let him stand up now, and he gets up and rubs his bruised.
Oh, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay, good. Philippe will help you. If you decide. Okay? Oh yeah, of course I'm okay.
Once at Philippe's holes.
He's sealed. More than fine.
That was pretty hellish shots you took there, mister. That was a Desert Eagle.
Oh, yes, I know it was a Desert Eagle. I have a friend who has two. Yeah.
Okay, well, don't worry, sir. We can begin your training. Take it gently and slowly. Why don't you let him come with me, sir, if that's all right, and I'll begin a bit of a tour, if you like. How does that sound?
Yes. All right. You may do that.
Okay, and so Parker takes John for a walk. Rhea
says, Parker?
Yes, sir?
May I borrow one of your shirts, please?
Of course, you know where they are.
Thank you.
Rhea says to you, just as they're leaving, she goes, I better go with them in case he gets all.
That's a good idea.
I would appreciate it if you would. Thank you.
Do you have the key to the office upstairs? Or is this it?
Are you asking Rhea?
Yeah.
She says, which office? There's a lot of offices.
The one with the microphone thing?
Oh, the microphone for the... yeah, okay, this is the office. This could be that.
Oh, okay, excellent. Well, yeah, don't worry about it. Nothing's going to happen. Okay, bye.
Hi.
I push her out, and then I'm like, I look at the microphone, with like eager eyes, and I walk over.
Yep.
I'm like thinking in my mind, I really wish Bishop was here. I would prank him.
So the funny thing is that Bishop, you're not here, obviously, you're at the mountain, but you have access via VPN to the security system here and the cameras from your offices that you now have in Milan. So at some point you're going to see a recording of all of this shit. Not in real time, but afterwards.
They did what?
Right.
Anyway, I'm going to make the microphone go and start singing a song.
Okay.
And it's going to be a song that hasn't been put on the album yet.
All right.
So it's going to be it's going to be one about Parker, because I think it's going to be funny. It might even embarrass him, which I think would be hilarious. It'll be subtle, so you won't really know who I'm singing about until I mention Imperial Leather, and I sneak it in somewhere. I sneak it in. It's not going to be like the main showy part. It'll be like in one of the verses.
Right. Right. It's like your love is like Imperial leather.
Okay, it's not going to be that corny either. Holy shit, that's corny.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be something nice.
Something nice. Well, I look forward to some more details when you have them.
But should I roll?
Why not?
Roll.
Go on, performance check.
Okay, here we go. 4
successes. You see Mr. Parker stop and look around. He goes, you see him talking to this guy and shaking his head.
Oh, good. I'll just keep singing so everyone can hear.
All right.
Yep.
So he's singing away. You can see Reyes listening. This is cool. I don't know what Philippe thinks.
Philippe is like, isn't it wonderful? At least somebody in this country is talented. Isn't that wonderful?
Oh, well, you're thinking that. Okay, fair enough.
Oh my
I would have said
God. Parker's shirts. Oh no.
Right, so going through Parker's shirts, and he has dozens and dozens of white shirts.
I will. Hello, there's something unusual. A white shirt. Okay. Okay. Let's put on the white shirt.
This is Philippe. This is Philippe, right?
Yeah.
Philippe, can you make a perception check? Perception alertness.
Yes, I can. Off you go, Russell.
I will. I'm on it.
I'm making a perception check.
Oh, actually, yeah. Perception.
Yes, and it'll give me a 1 again. I know.
Cancel. Fuck you. Philippe.
1 is still a success. It's not the greatest, but it's something.
And there you are. See, I told you to give me a 1.
Oh no, it's a botch.
Oh, there you go. You got a 1.
Oh, there you go. A success. 1, 2, 3.
You got what you wanted.
But you also had 6 dices. You had 6 dice, not dices. So that's an extra success. So 2 successes. Philippe, you noticed something funny about the back wall of the cupboard in here?
This is Parker's private area, is it not? It has nothing to do with me. I do not know. There is a back
He's opening
wall.
it.
Flimsy kind of paneling at the back of it looks a bit loose.
It could need repairing. I'll see how much repairing it needs. Yeah, okay. I'm going to see how much repairing it needs. After all, I am an artist.
And you open it up, I assume.
Oh, yeah, I cannot help it. Oh, look, that came open. How did that happen?
in the back of the cupboard behind the paneling, Philippe, you find a whole other wardrobe
Is it Narnia?
of clothes. No. Well, you actually, you know what? It kind of is Narnia. Because you discover that Mr. Parker has a whole other side to him in his wardrobe. And he has most certainly been keeping an enormous amount of information out of the public view for some time. There is a certain amount of latex, all sorts of buckles and belts and straps, masks, rubber stuff.
Okay, I am now shutting this because it doesn't need repair and it's nothing to do
As
with
you're
me.
about to, you close the door, and as you do, you see in the back of the cupboard there's like a row of black rubber dildos and strap-ons.
Okay, I wish I had not done this now. Okay, and the sad thing is, I have an eidetic memory, so I'll never forget.
So you will never forget. Excellent. These are the images that will never go away.
My God, why has self-forsaken me?
Poor Philippe. What has he seen? That which has been seen cannot be unseen.
I think I'd rather go back and be shot again. In fact, he's going to go back now and see how things are going with John.
Okay.
He's going to keep at a distance.
Okay, so but you take a white shirt.
It's very uncommon for Parker, yeah.
You're not going to start wearing latex?
Philippe comes out in a latex rubber suit with a gimp mask on.
I just hope I do not paint what I saw. Oh, God.
So you reckon Philippe's not into that stuff?
He's a romantic.
He's a romantic traditionalist.
Mm.
All right. So Philippe comes back, and okay. So Charlie, Sage, you're still in the control room, right?
Mm-hmm.
Singing away when Philippe comes back in. And make a perception and empathy check.
Sure. 6, 6, 6.
Oh, really?
What's wrong? What have you? Sorry, I put down the mic. What have you seen? Clearly, it's something that scarred you.
Who?
Clearly.
Who?
What did you see? What did you see? Tell me. Tell me. You will tell me.
I have not seen anything.
You will tell me.
We're not a single
We're
thing.
blood brothers now.
We are.
So you wouldn't keep things a secret from me.
No, I would not keep a secret from you.
Excellent. Should I go over there and see what you saw?
No.
Or do you want to tell me now?
No.
I'll do it.
No.
I'm gonna.
Let me.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna start going.
All right. Hang on. Wait.
Okay.
Wait.
And looking down out through the glass, you can see John, and Parker having a conversation there.
Excuse me?
Philippe, while you're watching John, and Parker having this conversation, you can't help but just all that stuff.
And I try to control it, Russell, so roll more self-control.
Okay.
So that Faye
Self-control
doesn't see
for
the look on my face.
For Philippe. All right, I'll roll your self-control for you.
Yeah. Here comes the famous one again.
Oh, you got 4 dice for this, actually, Philippe.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
What's me with 1?
Oh, no, you got a 10 and an 8. You good? If you want to
But
be
does she notice I'm trying too hard or something?
Probably. I mean, perception and empathy for Sage, if she would like to make that check.
Okay. 2.
2. Yeah, I mean, Philippe certainly.
I'm gonna go have a look.
No.
Why not? I'm gonna go.
No.
You can't stop me. You can't stop me. I'm gonna go.
I can. I'm using celerity now.
Okay, so he's like in front of you.
Stop it.
I am faster than you. Now listen.
Let's keep talking while I sneak past.
And don't go that way. Come this way.
No, I want to go.
Listen. I must tell you something important to do with the order.
No, why don't you tell
me
what you saw?
It is essential that we talk about it now. Now listen. Are you and Parker are you friends?
Yes, of course we're friends.
I mean, more than friends?
I don't think that's anyone's business.
That's right. And looking in Parker's stuff is nobody's business.
But you clearly saw something.
No, I did not see. I just noticed that he wears white shirts all the time. White. Why can he not change his color? That's what I'm telling you.
Do I believe him?
Okay, you're lying through your teeth, so this is a subterfuge check.
I am so lying through my teeth.
So charisma and subterfuge, 4 dice. Let's go. I'm rolling dice. Oops, that was a 7.
Yep.
A 3, a 5, and a 7. 2 sevens for your lies versus your empathy and perception.
All right. 5.
5. Okay.
Liar.
You can see right through it.
You're a liar. You're a filthy liar, Philippe. I'm gonna go.
I tried to position myself so my back is against where that opening is.
Why are you hiding this?
So he's standing in front of the cupboard, basically.
I am not hiding anything.
Why are you standing
Philippe is guarding Parker's
Get out of the
way. Don't you just love
Get out of the way.
texture of this area?
I will shoot you, Philippe. Don't make me shoot you. I'll do it.
No,
get out the way.
You cannot shoot me because we are brute mates and we love each other very much.
I'm doing it lovingly. Get out of the
way. Okay.
Excellent.
I do a deal with you. You ask Parker if you can look in his room, and if he says yes, I will let you look in his room.
I'm gonna go see Parker.
Okay, so you guys
okay,
head back down to the control room and then downstairs. Parker's finally bringing John through to where the vehicles are, and he's showing him the vehicles and showing him where the keys are kept and the security codes are and all this kind of stuff and where to log in and out of different things and that's basically it. Yeah, so we put the keys there, and once you're done, it should be good.
And
right,
Philippe is trying to figure out how he can hide all this stuff all at once in a couple of seconds.
Right. So we're going to go and look at some body armor now. I'll see if we've got something for you. I might have something in your size.
Hey, Parker, do you mind if I... I'm sorry, do you mind if I intrude?
Oh, of course, Sage. What can I do for you?
Could you come with me, please? Thank you.
Sorry, will this take long?
Oh, no. It won't take. It depends.
Oh. John, should he come with us or should... I see. Very well. If you don't mind, John, we'll be back. Yes, I obviously have something to attend to. You can find yourself refreshments and what have you in the common room across there.
Yeah, we won't be long.
Rhea, do you mind looking after John for a few minutes? She nods and they go off to the common room where they're going to play pool. Meanwhile, Parker comes with you guys, or with you, Sage, back upstairs to where Philippe is working.
We'll just stay there for the moment.
Okay.
We'll stay down the bottom.
All right.
At the bottom for the moment.
What's the problem? You're right.
I'm fine.
Oh, good.
Philippe is hiding something from me, though. He saw something in your... Well, he was blocking off the closet.
Oh.
And he's being very mischievous, and he's not telling me what he saw. Is there something in there that I should be worried about? Are there any skeletons in your closet?
Well, you see, Mr. Gratiano was going to lend a shirt of mine. And that's a skeleton.
But it seems more than that.
The year is 1999. I shouldn't think you'd consider anything to be a skeleton in the closet. But I do have secrets, my friend. And...
Friend?
Well... my dear, then, if you wish. Not everything is... We've only just been getting to know each other. So yeah, I do have my own life, if you like, that has existed for some time and is unlikely to disappear. Now, at this point, you and I have not gotten so involved that I felt that we couldn't walk away from one another if it was required, but seeing as you have engaged me in this conversation, I suppose there's only one way forward. Come on then.
All right, I follow him.
All right. And Parker takes you up to his room. And Philippe, you're there when Sage and Parker walk in.
Leaning against the cupboard.
Ah, good choice, sir. Good choice, he says about your shirt.
Yes, excellent shirt. Excellent shirt.
May we have some privacy, please?
May you have some
if
privacy?
I may ask,
Parker?
did you see something you were a little surprised about?
Yes.
I see.
Maybe I did.
Look,
But
I will have to
I
ask
still like
all of
you, Parker. I still like you.
Well, that's good. Philippe, I have to apologize.
Oh, why?
I've put you in a situation, a position that you should never have been put into, and it's not your fault. Now, look, we're all grown-ups here, are we not?
Yes.
Right.
I'm 18.
We all understand that people have their own lives and their own interests, yes?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And as long as those interests do not interfere with our objectives as a organization or what have you, that is reasonably fine, yes?
Yes.
Yes?
No objections so far?
No.
Excellent.
No.
Parker opens his cupboard, opens the secret door, and steps
yeah.
back and he goes, there you go. Any objections? If you do, I suggest you fuck off over there. There's the door. This is my room, and if you don't like it, fuck off.
Wow. That's kind of a hot version of Parker.
Parker, I would like you to know that I'm about to leave the room, but not because I have an objection, but that I think you and Sage should be alone and I shouldn't be here. And he hugs Parker and says, "You're my friend, and that's always going to be."
Well, I appreciate that.
I'm off.
I'm going to look over the items.
All right. Well, there's a lot of stuff.
This is huge. Oh,
had some time to collect it too.
Oh, do you, how do you use this stuff? I mean, I've hung around Tatiana a lot, so I know what a lot of this is.
I see.
Believe it or not.
Well,
why don't you take me through?
Very well, and he does. And if you want the full version, that'll be another session, private solo session for $50.
Oh my god! Right. So when we get closer, we going to experiment with this? I did not see you as this sort of person.
Well, nobody does, do they?
No.
You've not met a lot of politicians, have you?
I can't say I've met a single one.
No, well, they're all about fundraising and money, and everybody's being looked after, etc. And then 2 minutes later, they're all off at swingers clubs having sex with strangers.
Okay. Wow. I like this one. I pick up a paddle.
You should try it out on Philippe.
All right. maybe not. I think this is your private collection.
You must admit, Philippe's pretty.
Oh, well, yes, but I find substance is more in the mind than externally. I'd rather be intellectually challenged than.
And you went for me then.
You're not too bad yourself.
Well,
You're not. Yeah, Philippe is like stupidly pretty, but I mean, he's kind of dense. Sorry.
That's so mean. Oh, okay.
I love him though. He's my brother.
Fair enough. Well,
Why
I
do you
suppose.
like him?
Do I like him?
Yeah.
He is what he is. He's. I wouldn't presume to like him in any way other than as a member of our order and as a comrade. If he was interested in me and there were no reason otherwise, I might be compelled to think or feel something. But to be honest with you, perhaps John's more my type.
That's really interesting. So what, am I your type or what?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, it means conditionally.
Right. Well, what do you see in me?
Beauty, talent, power,
Danger?
intellect. What?
Danger?
Oh yes, you're always dragging me into danger. There is that. We have been through some intense moments, all of us, to be fair, all of us. But you and I have shared some moments that were,
I would say, teaching moments.
Teaching moments.
Yes. I'm gonna go up and just give him a kiss.
All right. And
okay. Although I am substantially smaller than him. So you said he was a tall person, and I'm like below average. Yeah.
How tall's Parker? He's tall, but he's not like stupid tall. He's not a giant. He's not like 6'10" or anything like that.
Right.
He's probably just 6 feet.
All right. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And he reciprocates. And what do you guys do then? Do I even want to know?
I'm gonna spank him.
Parker goes and
call him a naughty boy.
Philippe goes and talks to John.
All right. So Philippe, you go and find John. He's playing pool with Rhea in the common room. Currently, Rhea's beating the shit out of him, and he looks frustrated as fuck. He's trying very hard not to be frustrated. He's like, "Oh, you got another one! Look at that! Are you using your powers?" And she's like, "I'm not even trying."
Dang.
Okay. So, Philippe, you come in. Sorry, I can't hear you. Your audio's out.
Oh, there you go. John, we don't have pool powers. Like when we play pool, we're either good or crappy. I'm crappy.
Rhea's like, well, that's not entirely true, Philippe.
Well, sometimes I get lucky.
You can make yourself quicker and more dexterous with your blood.
Oh, that is true. That is true. I am quicker. For instance, John, I can be here, and then I can be there.
That's very disconcerting.
Oh, I won't do it to you. I only do it when I have to fight the bad vampire people.
Right, the bad ones. So
there are bad ones.
You mean, okay, so you're saying that I'm going to be working for the good vampires and there's bad ones.
That is correct. I will explain it to you more if you decide to take the job.
I see. So you've got good vampires, bad vampires, and is there like a war or something?
It's a kind of war, yes. There is a kind of war going on.
What makes the good ones good and the bad ones bad?
Well, the good ones, they are the ones that are, well, the bad ones believe that they should have all the power and just take advantage of every human they can possibly get their hands on.
Really?
That's just the basics of it. It's more complicated than that. But, the people I work for, they want to stop the bad vampires from doing that kind of thing.
All right, so I'm kind of getting a picture here. All right. How many vampires are we talking about then?
Oh, there are so many vampires in different parts of the world. There's even Dr. Shipman. There are doctors. There are all kinds of vampires. For instance, I am an artist.
I like your Baphomet pendant there, Luke.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, this Anton LaVey Baphomet.
Yes, this one is. Yeah.
You filthy Satanist. All right. So, Mr. Shipman, just for your information, everybody's hanging out at Bishop's complex, despite Bishop not being there presently. I don't know where Shipman might be. Would he deign to turn up at this location if he knew the others were there, or?
Yeah, I think he probably would. Yeah.
We would. Okay. All right. So having, in fact, Parker tells you that Dr. Shipman's on his way. So.
Oh, good.
Oh,
See, there is a doctor, for instance, Dr.
is he blushing?
Shipman.
Is he blushing?
Is Parker blushing?
Yeah.
Parker does not blush.
After I spanked him.
She's not even kidding. That's the scary part.
Okay.
Something weird's always happened when they turn up.
I know, right? You log in and you're like, what the fuck is going on this week?
It's a Malkavian, right?
Right, true that.
And there are different kinds of vampires.
Different kinds of vampires.
Oh, yes. I am a toreador. A toreador is associated with art and things like that.
Really?
Talent.
I thought that was some kind of bullfighter.
No. There are toreadors, but not. It's a different thing.
Oh.
Rhea, what are you?
I'm a bruja.
She's a bruja. They are associated with, what are they associated with?
Kicking ass and taking numbers.
Kicking ass and taking numbers. Although I have to admit, I have kicked ass and taken numbers myself.
I think I saw that once, she says.
Yes, only once in our entire relationship together you've seen me kick ass and take numbers. Now.
Mostly he runs away.
Well, very funny. Very funny. Yes. Anyway, there are also gangrel, and they can turn themselves into wolves. Also, and he starts explaining what he can.
Good evening, Dr. Shipman. I'll buzz you in now.
Get some there as well.
You know what Bishop is going to think? I go away for a little while and my haven becomes party central.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to start rummaging through all the Bishop's drawers.
Okay, well, firstly, as you come into this location, there's a couple of things to note. I think the first thing is that there's a new person here that you've not seen before that is following Philippe around. Where is he right now? Where is everybody right now?
They were playing pool.
They're playing pool. That's right. They're playing pool. Okay,
we were upstairs, but now we're downstairs.
Right. So as you come in, Dr. Shipman, you see in the common room, Rhea is playing pool with this dude you've never laid eyes on before. Out of game, he looks a bit like Dolph Lundgren. He's tall, he's blonde, he's muscular. He likes to wear fishnet t-shirts. And he's got little glasses like this, but he's not Philippe Rigaud. But anyway,
yes, I know who that is.
You don't know who that is. It probably doesn't make any sense. So, yeah. Who else is there?
Not Alan.
But there's various other retainers doing stuff. There's a big inventory going on in the main warehouse right now as well. So there's a whole bunch of stuff laid out on canvases. There's all these nets that have been laid out with a whole bunch of camouflage netted into it.
Is that why we're all here?
You don't know. I'm not sure why you're here. Has anyone asked the doctor to come?
We need a medical facility at the airport.
The airport. Okay, so that's.
Oh,
coming here to talk about that, I guess.
Yes.
Who was he talking to with about that?
He will be talking to Parker about that.
Okay. All right. So Parker waves to you from where he's talking to Sage, which is a little way across the room. So Sage, you see the doctor come in too, of course.
I'll walk over.
All right. Parker nods. Doctor, good to see you here. So yes, I thank you for coming. You obviously got my message about the medical facility.
Yeah, how large are we? Because I know that we made one for Bishop before.
Yes. I think Bishop's conception of it has changed a little. We've taken on some more staff, and also I think he's looking at a little bit more complexity in terms of what we can do, in terms of when we have 3 different types of individual, if you know what I mean. There's kindred, kind, and ones like myself, of course, somewhere in between. So perhaps a sort of infirmary for the non-combatant type individuals, and then perhaps a second infirmary with different facilities for you see what I mean. So whatever you think, Doctor. I'm honestly not sure, but I understand Mr. Bishop has given me a total budget of £700,000 to get this started. I hope that's enough for at least the basics.
Yeah, I think so. And I'm assuming this is just for medical assistance.
Yes. This is exactly for that.
Okay.
So any sort of equipment or otherwise that you might need, we can of course help you purchase if you cannot obtain it yourself, of course.
Yeah, I think I'll go through the hospital for everything I can, and then anything that's a bit extreme or needs a bit of leeway time from public sourcing, then I'll probably go through you.
I see. Very well. Thank you so much. And you're well?
Seem to be better than normal.
Better than normal. Oh,
yeah. Is it helping you?
Yeah. Sometimes
That's
it doesn't feel like it's getting anywhere, but things take time.
I'm good. I'm glad. Wow, am I good?
I'm good. Yes.
Someone check my pulse. Oh, I'm dead. Great.
Oh my god. We don't have a medical facility here.
You might need to see the doctor, Sage. Seems your pulse.
There's a small medical facility that you put in at my base. Yes.
Oh, yeah, at the base. Yeah. This is an airport now, so we have.
If Sage is dying, you can take her to the medical facility.
So out of game. Presently, you're at the warehouse complex with the armored cars and stuff, all by the Thames. Yep. Close to the
airport's being built, is it?
Yeah, the airport's being reconstructed. Separately at the moment. It's an old World War II airport that Spitfires and bombers used to take off and land at during the war, and then after the war it fell into disuse, and then it became a private airport. Then it became a golf course. Then it became another private airport, and now it's in the hands of you guys. So.
The golf course still.
Parts of it still exist, yeah. So that's how that's going, yeah. So Philippe, what are you doing?
So you see, so now I have to ask you a question. How long do you want to think about it?
You're talking to me?
I'm talking to you.
All right. You've shown me a lot of things today, and my mind is blown. I can't say I'm not intrigued. It would be crazy not to be intrigued. That you've shown me that the world is not the place I thought it was.
I know it is an awful lot, is it not?
I should tell you a few things about myself if you don't know. Maybe you already know this, but I'm not really a kind of average guy, you know. I'm not so interested just in money, not so interested in girls and drugs and shit like that. I like my job. I like what I do. And, you know, I really like what I do.
And you would be doing exactly that. You would be doing exactly that, I promise you. And I would tell you a few things about myself and about the family you would be joining, for you would be part of my family.
I see. Mr. Parker said to me that you would be able to make us stronger like him, and he showed me how strong he was.
Oh, yes. Yes, I will.
He's pretty strong for such a skinny guy, don't you think?
Yes, he is. But he's also strong in personality and strong in heart. He's a great man.
Sorry.
All right. Well, that game is Philippe setting him up.
No. He's always thought that about Parker because remember they've had moments together and stuff like that when they've talked. And
That's true. Definitely. Definitely.
Yeah. He means it. He thinks Parker's good quality.
All right.
He may have some strange needs, but that doesn't matter to him either.
So, Mr. Gratiano, and do you want me to call you that? Is that all right? How do you want me to address you?
You can call me Philippe. I
Okay.
mean, we will be family, so you may as well call me Philippe.
Okay, Philippe, if you want me to be like a bodyguard, that's the job, right? Basically,
That is the job. You will secure my home.
security and bodyguard. Okay, and you're gonna have a team or just me?
You and I together will make a team.
All right. Oh, wait,
You will
mean
choose
like we're
them.
the team, or you mean we're gonna choose it? I see. I get you.
Yes.
All right. So, you want me to be like really obvious or casual?
There you are. Which would you think would be better?
I suppose it depends on the circumstances, but
Yes.
people are going to get the gist. If we walk around like we're always just watching you, they're going to start to realize, obviously, you've got a team there, which might make them cautious and they might think twice. But on the other hand, the more they know, the more they can use that information against us.
I understand. See, these are the things I have to learn from you. These are the things you have to teach me. Like I said, I am an artist, not a martial artist.
Huh. That's really funny. I like that. I look forward to seeing your pictures or whatever that you do, by the way. You know, I haven't seen that yet.
I look forward to showing you.
All right. Well, yeah. Okay, look, Philippe.
Yes.
I'm considering. Parker comes up to you, Philippe. He nudges you in the shoulder. He goes, "Why don't you give the man a drink?"
I haven't. Let us drink together.
That's always a good way to bond.
Okay. All right. He does
All right.
what he does.
Well, Philippe, you happen to know that Bishop has a bottle of really expensive Glenfiddich in his office up on the shelf that has never been opened.
If Philippe touches that, I will shoot him myself.
You're saying that watching the recording 10 hours later. Okay. All right, that's fair. So, Philippe, what do you do?
Philippe goes for the expensive bottle of Jim Finnick.
Right. Okay, and you're going to into it?
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Well, long story short, you guys drink. You drink to name a subject.
To possible futures.
All right. To possible futures, he says, and clinks glasses and throws it back.
Yeah.
And he stops and he looks up at you and goes, "You know what? I'm beginning to think that I really like you guys."
Yes, that's the way it often goes.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, fuck.
What?
You put blood in that, didn't you?
I did.
Right. I
But
guess.
you still have the opportunity to change your mind. That was only one. I have to do it twice more at different times. I would not deceive you.
All right. Well, fuck it. I'm in.
Okay.
Yay!
He hugs him. Welcome. I wish I could get my arms around you, but
He hugs you back. He's like, by the way, what are you guys into when you're not like, working?
Oh, well, you see, we play pool.
Nightclubs.
And nightclubs.
Always nightclubs. Oh,
Yeah,
I like singing. You might know me from like everything. I'm in the magazines and stuff nowadays. I don't know.
He looks over at you, Sage. He goes, you look kind of familiar. I don't know where from, but you look kind of familiar.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
Parker,
Yes.
we are in the news. We're in a magazine together. Actually, multiple magazines. Just
What?
for
What?
that, you know. We're
What? I'm
well,
sorry, what did you say?
our date.
What?
We were quite exposed, so we like
Oh.
even though we had security, we were. Yeah, we're going to. Yeah, I'm sorry.
She is a celebrity. That will happen, Parker. You know?
I see. Yes.
You were dating a
think about that.
celebrity.
Missed the cues.
Sorry.
Oh, Philippe will have told Rosa and Giorgio about it beforehand.
About what?
About the new member of the family.
Right.
Because now Rosa can actually feed somebody.
Right. That's true.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. He says, well, look, if I'm going to work for you, I guess I'm going to go and get some things from where I've been staying. Is that okay with you?
Yes, that is fine.
I'll bring my vehicle back here too if you want.
Yes, please.
All right. Your fellow Parker told me that I could stay here.
Yes.
You got rooms and things.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, he showed me around.
And I have my own place that I will show you.
So do you want me to stay here or do you want me to stay at your place? I suppose I just come with you, right?
Yes, come with me to my place. And
all right.
I have many other things to tell you.
I need to go and pack some bags and I'll come back.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. He'll basically fill him in about what Giorgio was and what Rosa was. So he knows all about them and there's no surprises.
Good. All right.
And who his father was and all that crap.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so He-Man leaves and gets in. He takes off, and that leaves you guys basically here. So what did you think about that then? Says Mr. Parker. He seemed all right, I thought.
I adore him.
I like him.
You like about him? You just like a big, strong man, don't you?
He is a big, strong man, yes, but he was really nice and warm and welcoming, and I like that.
How did you think he dealt with the tests?
What was the test? Oh,
the tests, yes.
Philippe was the test.
Philippe was the test.
Jesus. I think maybe you should work on your tact, Philippe.
I was thinking
that was so bad.
If you don't mind me saying, it occurred to me that this is the sort of thing that you fellows do quite often, inductions.
Indeed.
And it occurs to me that perhaps you should talk about what works and what doesn't work and how to go about these things and come up with some theories and plans in which to the way about to go about this thing.
I would say hurting oneself in front of another person is probably the worst way of going about it. It's just you're shocking people.
It's very direct.
Yeah, you're best showing the more, I guess, friendlier disciplines like celerity, being quick, showing your things, Well, for me, I can do other things, of course, like, setting myself on fire. So there's that.
I can't do none of that, but I can be fast, that's all.
Well, I have to be honest with
okay.
you. Bishop did much the same thing with me as Philippe tried here, but the context was very different. And I must admit, it was the thing that I took to be the most, clear sign. After that, I asked if he could heal my wounds if I was hurt, and he said yes, and he did. That was the clincher. Him healing me was the clincher. Because then I knew that I could heal and that I needed him. That his blood would clear me of any disease.
Could you please say clincher again?
Clincher.
Excellent.
You like that word?
When you say it.
You should write a song called Clincher.
Oh, no. Only Parker can say it.
Parker needs to start an OnlyFans page.
Yeah, agreed.
First one he can create it. The
That's
first cam girl site.
Parker.
NPCs that have cam girl sites.
Parker, you will find out that I have invested in your company.
Oh, well, thank you, sir.
Oh, good. And Rosa insists that we use Imperial Leather now.
Does
he doesn't have a female line yet. Not yet, anyway. I'm trying.
Well, you can use it. It's not as if you can't use it if you're a woman. It's just soap.
It's got a very musky scent.
That's true, and I've heard that some women like that because it offsets some of their perfumes, and many women who feel they've been overburdened with so many different feminine smells that they often like to balance these things a little.
Of course, the doctor would know better if this was true. Do you think it is true?
What?
I just smell like sanitizer, so I don't know.
It's true. So sterile.
Dr. Shipman, by the way, I do have something for you.
I was gonna just first ask, where did this person come from?
Yes, well, advertisements.
Yeah.
From
military advertisements.
Yes.
Like Soldier of Fortune and all that sort of thing.
I mean, I know that we vetted him. Do we actually know where he came from?
Oh, we know a lot. I imagine Bishop knows a lot about him, or he would not be here.
Okay.
Yes.
Bishop
Is that
and
not
Raya,
right, Mr. Parker?
Raya and Parker would have vetted him pretty thoroughly.
So,
Bishop may have been involved too, no doubt.
Yeah, he looked at the paper and went, okay.
Just being suspicious.
Well, that's fair. We believe he is a fairly, let's say he's got clear records. So I had a few stints here and there. He's been in the French Foreign Legion for 2 stints. He's been in some other various forces, etc. He tells you guys about his career, which I have not yet invented entirely or thoroughly, but I can tell you this much.
He would speak French because it is.
Oh yeah. He speaks French. He speaks German. He speaks Dutch. He speaks English.
Oh, we needed him a couple of months ago.
Sorry, what's that, Doctor?
Was this his first introduction to vampires, or did he know about vampires before?
This is his first introduction.
Okay.
What you know about him also is that he can drive a lot of different vehicles. He is a specialist in firing heavy weapons. That's his main thing, is heavy weapons. But that he also does like handguns and martial arts like Krav Maga. So he's a very brutal fighter. So yeah, that's what you know.
Anti-Nazis. Yeah.
As for his personal life, some of that stuff would have been in the files too, to be fair. And so the things that you found out about Mr. Parker recently apply to this guy too, oddly enough.
Well, while you guys are talking,
a little bit confused by that reference because he wasn't here.
I'll look at his medical records later.
Well, while you guys are talking, I might just go into the more like the big warehouse area, sit on top of something, I don't know.
Vehicle's bonnet, the hood of a tank, or something like that.
And I'm going to
Armored
call up.
personal carrier.
I'm going to call up Electra. Now that I remember, I should probably make sure that she knows that I'm aware of the whole, award show.
All right. Good evening, she says.
Hello, it's Sage. I'm sorry I didn't get back to you sooner.
That's all right. How have you been?
I've been wonderful. I suppose you saw the magazines. I keep getting followed by paparazzi. I guess I should be used to it. What's the matter?
No, I'm just listening to you. I'm listening.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I saw the magazines. You're not the first vampire in the city, or the first, to have these sorts of problems. We can deal with them.
Right. So basically, you messaged about the whole award show thing. That's what I'm ringing up about.
Yes. There's going to be a rehearsal on Friday evening.
Okay.
This week, and then on the Tuesday is going to be the award show, the ceremony.
Am I allowed a +1 or?
Yes. Yeah, of course. We will have a table.
Ooh.
So I can probably arrange for you to have a few friends if you want some extra emotional support to be there.
I would love that.
Of course, this is an extremely masquerade heavy event.
Right.
So please consider strongly who you invite so that they don't come along and cause us any issues.
Okay.
Out of game, nobody's allowed to punch Chris Rock.
Or slap.
Or slap him, for that matter.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's the main thing. You've got, she says, you and 4 other singer-songwriters have been nominated for these awards. This particular award, you've probably been nominated for like best singer, best vocals, best album. Those are your 3 nominations. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
And there's a number of categories that you weren't nominated for, but there's a number of individuals who have been nominated for the same categories as you.
Right.
So you haven't won anything yet.
Okay. How interesting. Oh, all right. I'll try and figure out a few others. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I'm gonna miss the show. Bishop's gonna miss the show. God.
Yeah.
Parker says, by the way, in a few minutes, I will have a delivery coming. I'm going to have to be outside. If anyone wants me, I'll just be around on the boat side.
Outside. Oh, still on the phone to Electra.
So just, yeah, you are out of game. For your information, Barry/Bishop, this complex, or this warehouse complex, is right on the edge of the Thames. And so you have an actual dock there, not like a big dock, but a jetty, where you can bring boats and what have you. You can even bring them inside, like the jetty is covered with the doors at the front, security doors, and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you need to, you can like drop a jet boat into the water and fuck off.
Yeah. Okay.
No submarine docks, though, I'm afraid. There's none of that.
Thank God. Thank you.
Thank you.
None of that.
None of that.
No, I'm quite happy to have a little dock with a nice boat. And just go out there and get me the fuck out of there.
Parker buzzes John back into the building. John comes in, and now he's wearing different clothes. He's wearing a very tidy-looking outfit, trousers, tanned-looking trousers. He's wearing a button shirt, and he's got suspenders over his shoulders. He's wearing his little silver glasses. They're not sunglasses. They are actual glasses, like lens correcting glasses.
Okay.
And he comes in, and you can see he's clearly carrying a number of holsters and things under his jacket there.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes in. He says, "Okay, I brought my car. It's out the front. Shall I leave it out there? I'll just leave it there until you're ready to go. All right?"
All right. All right. All right.
Actually, he's wearing salmon trousers.
Okay. Okay.
Salmons don't wear trousers.
Salmon colored. Shut up, Sarah. He's wearing salmon colored trousers. Smart ass. Salmon don't wear trousers. The fucking vampire.
See, it's nice to see he doesn't let just only me get away with things. Okay. All right. All right. So Philippe and him will go to the house.
Okay. So you and
See ya,
John John.
Philippe.
Yeah.
See
Head
John
off.
John. Goodbye.
He
See you
waves to-
later.
All right. Another detail about John John I forgot to mention, he's blonde and he's got like a flat top haircut.
Is it as extreme as what's his name from Street Fighter?
Oh,
Jack?
that's a good question.
Jack?
No, that's Tekken.
Oh, right.
Street Fighter.
Where's Street Fighter?
What's his name? You give him a G.
Images.
I never really got into that, so I can't say.
I don't know
Yeah,
what's his
my
name.
friends played it.
His
Oh, I
name
see.
is
What-
Guile,
it
yeah.
Guile.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, yeah, he's a lot like this dude. I think the hair is a bit extreme, but yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
basically, this is the guy.
Okay.
Yeah. At least in terms of how he looks.
Give me a look. Give me a look. Give me a look.
Yep, I'll blow this up in a second. Let me find the best picture I can find. Sharing screen. This guy here, I guess, he's a bit like him. This hair is ridiculous.
The hair is ridiculous.
It's
Yeah.
way more than what this guy really has. I'm thinking more like
Yeah, Dolph Lundgren, yeah.
how do you spell his name?
Mr. Apollo Creed Killer.
Right. Yeah, I mean this guy, right? This is the look.
Yeah.
Maybe more like this actually, because he's a little older maybe than that. So yeah, that'll be a better look.
The one on the left. Up, yeah, the one next to that.
Oh, this one. Oh my god. Oh dear. Okay, fair enough. Wow. Those 3 pictures are pretty impressive. Okay, so you get the idea anyway, right?
Yep.
There we go. Off they go. So Philippe, you and John head off to Philippe's apartments. Dr. Shipman and Sage, what do you got?
Hello, Doctor. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Do you want to come to a my award thing? I'm getting nominated for some music award.
Sure. Do you need me to convince anyone to give you the award?
No, I'm okay. Thank you, though. I'd rather win it on my own merit. But thank you. What an idea.
When is it?
It is on Friday. No, that's a reward show. So the rehearsal. I'll let you know.
Okay.
So
So what is this place for?
what, this place?
No, the airport. Was it
Oh,
just so we can fly planes?
The Bruges, what's the Bruges thing? It's so that they have somewhere to go, I suppose, to land their planes, but also the Order of Mars is using it as well.
Okay.
Yeah, but it seems like they're doing a lot with it. It's more than that.
So
It's
airport is more of a cover.
Yeah, I think so. I can't really contribute much to it.
I guess you could decorate it.
I mean, that's what Philippe's there for, right? If they wanted
Provide
decorations.
some different kinds of inspiration.
I could shoot holes in the wall, I suppose. if they want holes in the wall.
How very musical of you.
Right. Where did Parker go? Did you?
I'm here. I'm
He
here.
went behind
Sage.
the.
I thought. Oh.
Oh.
So when are we going on that boat ride?
Are you ready?
Me?
No, shut up. But are we actually going to take Dr. Shipman? I thought it'd be a nice romantic time.
I can obfuscate if that's easier.
If you could obfuscate out of our lives, that'd be easier.
Parker
Just
turns to
kidding.
the doctor and he says, the idea was something of a romantic journey on the Thames. You're welcome to come, of course, but it might not be your thing. After all, maybe it might be. I don't know. In any case...
I don't know if I want to introduce you into our relationship.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, we're in a...
Kind of feels a bit
we're
late
dating.
for that. I'm standing right here.
Just because you're standing there doesn't mean you're romantically attached to us. Are you telling me I'm wrong?
You can't tell me what to do. I'm gonna take that as the moment to exit.
The moment to exit. Okay, so you head off.
Yeah, I'll just obfuscate and leave.
All right. So you obfuscate, fair enough. They go outside and go down into the, or not outside, they go down into the indoor boat ramp jetty area, and Parker activates the doors, which begin to open up. And outside there is a small, not a small, medium-sized barge waiting there. And from the back of the barge, they bring the barge up right up to the door and lay out all of these walkways across to it, and they bring a large box, I guess. Yeah, it's a crate off the barge and up onto the dry dock part of this room, and lay it out. And Parker hands you a crowbar, Sage. He goes, "There you go. Get to it.
What am I doing?
We're opening this box."
Oh, I'm not very strong.
Oh,
I'll
well,
try.
you will be by the time you're finished.
Okay, I'll try.
If only someone else had come with you.
You make a strength and athletics check, please, Sage.
Was it one die? One success, 2 dice.
One success off 2 dice.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, with the crowbar, which is essentially a force multiplier, you managed to rip one of the boards off it, and it's not as hard as you thought it was. See?
I did it.
Very impressed.
Thank you. I mean, I'm no what was his name again?
You're not John, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm no John.
All right. So
I'll keep trying.
keep trying.
Yeah.
All right. So you keep doing it, and you're ripping these boards off it, and inside is this other boat. It's like a kit set boat that needs to be assembled. And he's like, "There you go. That's what we're doing."
Okay.
Takes out the instructions. It's like fucking IKEA, isn't it? Read this stuff. So there should be 4 of these panels that look like this.
Right.
All right. And so you spend the rest of the evening assembling this skiff, and get it all put together. It's like, yeah, I don't know. I just like the idea of this. I think that the skiff is quite, it's good for stealthing about on the Thames. You see, nobody really looks at you twice if you're on a little sailboat like this. Well, it's good for moving things around and getting from one place to another without people really paying too much attention.
That could be quite nice, seeing as I've had a lot of attention recently.
Yes, you could get from one end of London to the other on a skiff like this in no time. No one would think twice to look for it.
Are we almost done with this? So
There we are. Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
All right.
Oh.
Very
Yeah.
good. Meanwhile, Philippe and He-Man turn up at your house, at your apartment, Philippe. And so you tell him where to park the vehicle and so on. And by the way, he drives a fuck, what is it called? Damn. Hold on a second.
Well, there's like big ass jeeps or something.
No. Like a big flat, oh God, like an American muscle car with fins on the back of it, and it's open at the top. Oh my God, what's the name of it? Like a Mustang.
Convertible thing?
Yeah, let me see.
A caddy?
What is, the movie or the book Christine? Oh, here we go.
Cadillac.
Cadillac. It's a Cadillac, yeah.
I said
Did you say that?
Well, I said caddy.
Oh, you did say caddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a Cadillac. It's like a tan colored Cadillac.
Nice.
Metallic tan.
Nice.
Yeah. So you tell him where to park it, and you go up and get in the elevator and head up to your apartments.
Yeah.
And he's, telling you how much he likes the place so far, and it looks good. He points out a number of security issues on the way through there. He's like, you need to look out for the place, but it's that time between getting out of the car and getting to the door that you need to be careful about,
Okay.
So this is where we need to have a kind of almost like a routine, you see. So what will happen in the future is we're going to park here. I'd have you get out of the car first, and I'm going to watch you cross over to the door. You open the door, and I stay in the car, taking cover, using the car as my cover, and I have access to my weapons with nobody being able to see them,
All right.
So I'm sitting here with the gun in my hand while you walk across to the door, and then you unlock the door, and I'm going to follow you straight away.
All right.
Okay,
all right.
Go. So you go across to the door, you unlock the door, and he immediately follows you over to the door, and by the time you're in, he gets there, and then you go in together, one after the other. And you realize how smooth and how much safer that felt.
Yeah.
You knew that he had your back covered the whole time.
Yeah.
All right. So you go up in the elevator, and you get to your apartment. Doors open. Ding.
Okay.
And Giorgio's there. He's like, Philippe, who's this? You have brought a friend.
This is John. John is
He nods.
joining us literally.
Oh, well, welcome. Please come in. You want a drink or something? And he looks around. Yeah, sure. I can have a drink if you like. And you introduce him. I'm not going to get too far down that rabbit hole because that's a lot of.
I introduce him and I've already told him about, on the way there, I've told him about Rosa and Giorgio and what they used to do and who I am.
Sure.
Okay, all right.
Cool bananas. And he tells you some cursory details about himself as well.
Okay.
He's half Hungarian and half French.
Okay.
And so he speaks in a bunch of languages and so on and so forth. He tells you all the stuff. Obviously, very clearly, he's a bodybuilder as well. So there's obvious things about him. He steers clear of any weird topics like the fact that he was a mercenary for 15 years and served in the French Foreign Legion before that.
That would have been in his papers,
that was all
wouldn't
in his
it?
report. Yeah, so you know all that stuff anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. So as for Sage and the doctor, now Doctor Parker comes over to you, Doctor. Excuse me, Sage. I do have to talk to the doctor about
very
this.
good, very good.
I'm still here. I'm still here.
You're still here, Doctor. I have something to show you.
I unobfuscate next to where you've cracked open all this stuff because I haven't left.
Right. He looks around. He's like, I had a feeling you were there. Doctor, I have something for you. Up in the office, if you'll come with me, sir.
Okay.
Right.
Where's your Sage?
We've been doing some research and development, testing, that sort of thing. And I believe I have gotten a new version of your arm sling. That
awesome.
Might be a little bit more proficient than last time. I noticed you had some trouble with the rails not springing correctly in the past. Is that right?
Yeah. I don't know if this will help with having a some easy ripping it straight off of my arm as well.
Yes.
But we can work on that next time. It's not really a.
Well, in any case, I do have this. It's a pistol. It's a cut down Beretta. It carries two pistols bullets, so you have 2 shots, which is better than last time. So if you miss, you have another one, I suppose. And it'll sit here. Let's try it out. So he shows you this thing. It's definitely looks nicer than the last one. He shows you the springing action, and it seems to be improved from the past. You have to keep it oiled, of course. If you need any help, come over and I'll assist you with keeping it maintained. Otherwise, I can teach you the basics of all of this. And let's give it a test out, shall we? I'm going to try it out down on the range downstairs.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right. So you go downstairs and you're getting all this sorted out.
Get bored, and then I'll just I'll start up the thing and get going. No,
Sleep is very fickle,
but tempting. It's tempting.
And you hear, if you don't mind, I'd have to go and talk to Sage for a minute.
It's all right. I can go shoot it by myself.
I'll find you at the shooting range. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't hurt yourself. I'll be back as soon as I can. He runs back off to Sage. Sage.
Yes.
Give me Sage. Bishop gave me this very important task to deal with the doctor on behalf of the order. It's to do with his armaments and such. It's about his protection. It has a higher priority on my task list, unfortunately, than our trip. I will be back as soon as I can. We'll do this, all right?
Are you sure? Before the sun?
Yes. Of course.
Hey, look, if you're stressing out, then
Sage, do you believe me?
I believe you.
Oh.
I think I would have sensed this, and I wouldn't be there if he comes back.
You're not there when he comes back?
No.
Okay. All right. So. All right. Well, so. What do you do, Sage? Anyway, he's like, I won't be long. I promise. It won't take more than 10 minutes.
It's fine. Off you go.
Okay, he goes. He goes back and very quickly comes back again. He's like, well, the doctor's gone anyway, so I don't know where he is. Never mind. Let's go. Let's get out of here.
All right. Let's go.
So you guys start up the boat.
Is it night time where Bishop is?
Yep.
I will snuggle up to him, and we can ride together.
Right. So he says, if this is the rudder, here's the tiller. I'm just going to push us out. Pushes you out from the jetty. The skiff drifts out. You know, we don't have a name for this boat. Suddenly,
Imperial Leather 2.
What was that? Large barge goes past you, blasting its
really
horn.
Loud.
Right.
Oh, I'm so glad that I don't have heightened senses.
Bishop Parker.
Bishop rings Parker.
Yeah.
Parker's voicemail switches over. Good evening. You've reached the number of Mr. Parker. Would you like to leave a message after the tone? Beep.
Parker, how are things going there? Is everything all right? Anything happened? Give me a call when you're not busy, that is.
All right.
After all, this is your boss speaking. Boss, remember? Me, boss, you, friend, and helper. Thank you. When you've got time for me, that is.
Beep. Bye. The message runs out. Okay, so Parker says, looks like someone's calling me. He looks at his phone and goes, yeah, never mind. Puts it back in his pocket.
What about the musky siren?
Musky siren?
I know it sounds horrible, but it's kind of an amalgamation of the two of us.
No, I think it's good.
Are you sure?
Perfect.
It's horrible.
I'm sure Bishop will love it.
Okay.
I'll tell him you named the boat. And then
I'm only good at naming things.
And then We'll take that bottle of Glenfiddich that Philippe stole off his desk. You see that? Bishop's going to have a nut-cracking, mind-boggling
no. He's
breakdown.
Bruja.
Oh my God.
It's going to be worse than that.
That's true. It's going to be terrible.
It's going to scar, it's going to scar all of us, really.
Yes. Oh, well.
Sure, get going. Yeah, oh, well, indeed.
All right. So anyway, long story short, you guys go on a skiff journey up and down the Thames. You go under the London Bridge. You go up as far as the water gate thing, the Thames barrier, and then you go the other way. And 2 or 3 hours later, you come back.
Could you do one of those circle things?
What?
Oh, driving dangerously. I like to live dangerously.
It's a bit slow on this thing, I'm afraid. No engine.
Oh, right. Okay.
Going by a little. We have a small sail.
Right, of course. My bad.
You can put an engine on it, but it seems a little bit much. But what there is a secret panel under here. It shows you, and that's. Remember when we put this together?
Right. Yes.
Now you see why it makes sense.
Is it for like guns? Or what is this?
Sure. Whatever you like. Could hold you in there if you wanted to.
I could do.
Not much else, to be fair, but.
I guess I'm kind of curious. Would you perhaps be open to the idea of Luke knows this of a polygamous relationship potentially? I don't know.
He looks at you. He says, "Well, it's not that we're so far in that these things are not possible."
I just, I don't know if I'm going to be able to give you everything you want. I'm not incredibly strong, and you've got so many tools, which I can't wait to get through. But I guess I'm a bit worried that I can't, I guess I'm just worried that I can't fulfill you.
Well, I'll be honest with you, Sage. You won't be able to entirely.
I understand.
And so the answer is yes, but. Yes, but.
All right.
Conditions. I mentioned conditions earlier. Yeah. You might begin to understand what those conditions might be.
Right. Okay. This is going to be interesting, I think. It'll be a lot of fun. But I have more of an emotional attachment to you.
Oh, well, thank you, I suppose.
Well, after seeing you die 2 times and feeding you my blood 2 times, and after I guess when Bishop's, I thought he was mistreating you at the beginning.
Bishop?
Yeah.
Really? What made you think that?
Well, he, when we went to the club the first time round, and he didn't speak up for you to allow you to come in, but I rung up and allowed you to come in.
Ah, you thought that was mistreatment?
I thought so, yeah. Well, at the time.
Would you like to know what was going on?
I would love to.
Well, Bishop and I have sort of a shorthand for these sorts of security situations, wherein that he may go inside without me and I may come in unnoticed and not part of his group. That way, no one will be able to, anyone stalking either him nor I would know that we were connected, at least not immediately. It gives us an opportunity to watch each other and keep each other safe.
Oh, I had no idea. I guess I never had a ghoul at that time. Sorry, well, retainer.
It's not your fault. How would you know? I mean, to be fair, Sage, you did save me a good 3/4 of an hour on that fucking line.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
I'm not too sad about it, but nothing happened. No one was attacked, so it was of no great consequence. But that's what was going on.
Okay. Anyway, I've always wanted to know how it's like to have sex on a skiff. So I'm going to boost my blood. I'm gonna use that skill, that thaumaturgy skill. I can't. I don't have my sheets on me. Do I?
Thaumaturgy.
Okay. Letter potency manipulation. I can't believe this is the reason why I use it. It's so silly. Difficulty 8. Just a 1. Okay. Well, it doesn't last at all. So pointless.
Pointless.
Yeah.
Even you might say blood pointless.
Blood pointless.
Okay, I'm gonna make another phone call to Parker. Because I want to know if the boat has come in yet.
Okay. You've reached the number of Mr. Parker. Please leave a message after the tone. Beep.
I hope John isn't actually here.
This is your employer speaking. I do hate to ruin whatever moment you're having that is more important than me getting business done. But please ring me like almost immediately when you get this call. Is that clear?
Beep.
And fade to black, hopefully. I don't know. It's up to Parker.
Yeah. Fade to black. Okay. So sometime later, Sage and Parker come back to the.
Gonna have to, otherwise I'll burn up.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So you come back to the dock thingy, back to the complex, and you make your way inside. And as you're doing, you pull the skiff back up inside and shut the doors and lock up the security again. And Parker says, "I suppose I should check my phone. I hope you don't mind."
I don't mind.
Bishop checks the messages. Oh dear.
I'll listen as well, like leaning on them.
Ooh, I think I'll just delete that one. Don't need to hear all of that. Beep. Oh, another one. Oh, Bishop again. I think I'll just delete that one too. Beep. Message deleted. Message deleted. All right. And Bishop, your phone rings. It's Parker's number.
I take the phone off of him.
Hello.
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 Hello, it's Parker speaking. Sir?
Sage, make a performance check. Charisma and performance.
Oh my god!
What did you just roll?
7?
Oh my god, 7 dice. Okay, well, at least for now, Bishop, you think you're speaking to Parker, because why would you not be speaking to Parker? You know, she imitates his voice excellently. It's almost an octave. It's a little bit of an octave out, but it's very, very close.
Parker.
Yes, sir. How may I help you?
Where
really good at that.
in God's name were you?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I was tending to the skiff that has just arrived. It is well in order now. I'm completely sorry. We were swept away with all of that nonsense.
We? Who was we?
Sorry, Mark, it's so silly. We, as in Rhea and I, were working on this. No one else, because that would be weird.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Imperial leather. Have you smelled my soap recently?
I've got a name for the ship, actually, Parker.
Oh, it's already been named. It's called the Musky Siren.
The what?
Now, out of game, Parker just made 2 successes on a self-control check. So he's holding it together.
The Musky Siren, sir. Musky Siren.
Awful.
Is Dr. Shipman listening to all of this?
You,
He could well be.
I'm still there.
the musky siren.
Yes, sir.
Who came up with that name?
Rhea, definitely Rhea. It would be silly if I came up with the idea, sir. It's not really my sort of it's not my sort of thing. Clearly. I didn't like it originally, but it's grown on me. And now I'm well attached to it.
You're well attached to it.
You laughing on the phone call?
No, well, it would be like I'd put my phone down to laugh because of how stupid this is.
Do I notice there are gaps?
All right, so Bishop, let's see what this will be a wits and alertness check, I think, for Bishop.
Okay.
Bishop Emmanuel Bishop. Let me get your character sheet out. Wits and alertness. Submit the dice. Zero successes.
Oh my god.
And you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dice.
That machine hates me. I'm not using
believe
it
me?
anymore.
Actually, you know what? With 7 dice, that would give you 1 success. It would give you 1 success. You could be a. What do you reckon, Sage? What is he noticing? Anything in the? Is it the cadence? Is it the? What is it about this that's making it a little bit suspicious?
Probably the fact that it just sounds preposterous. I guess what he's saying, it sounds like him. His mannerisms are probably the same, but the information that you're getting is weird. Yeah.
It's like Parker is on drugs.
Yeah.
Parker, has it got the weapons that we wanted in it?
Yes, sir. All the weapons, the rifles and the other. Sorry, none of that. There are no weapons. The weapons.
Wrong shipment. He's thinking of something else. That's tomorrow.
You know what? We put weapons in there.
You did.
Yes, there's like a little cavity specifically made for weapons. So we have loaded it up full of weapons and it shall be ready on the morrow.
On the morrow. On the morrow.
That's what Parker says too. She's fucking right.
On the morrow. And on this morrow.
Yes, yes, sir. Excuse me. I'm a little bit sick. I apologize. Yes.
I want you to send my Korean jacket that I have to me immediately, almost. Can you send me my Korean jacket tomorrow?
Well, sir, about your jacket, of course we can. Of course we can.
Yes, that would be really good, but for the fact I don't have a Korean jacket. Right.
Oh, actually, you do have a Korean jacket. We have just received it in the mail.
Out of game. Barry, why is he reacting like he knows? Just because the information's wrong or weird?
Information is wrong. He doesn't have a Korean jacket.
Okay, so is
Parker would know that.
Sorry, is Bishop getting suspicious that this is some kind of Sabat shit?
No, but he's definitely thinking it's not Parker.
Okay.
It's either somebody imitating Parker, which is even worse. And if it is the Sabat, they've taken over my base.
Or there is another possibility.
Yeah.
Parker is Parker, but he's responding under duress.
Parker.
Yes, sir.
How is my wife and son?
What did he say?
How is his wife and son?
Wife and son.
Excuse me, sir, but you do not have a wife and son.
Now I know it's not Parker because I had a wife and son and they both died. Remember?
But you do not have one currently, do you now, sir?
True.
Yes, you do not currently have one because they are both dead.
Yeah, that sounded like Dr. Shipman for a minute there.
Shut up, Shipman.
Now they've given it away. Sage.
Excuse me, Dr. Shipman. I'm having a conversation with my Dormitor. Thank you. Please leave.
All right.
Oh, by the way, I thought you should know that that I just had the most wonderful sex of my life. Anyway, thank you. Goodbye. There you go, Parker.
I know that's not Parker now.
Can't do that.
I just did.
Oh my god.
How was
I'm phoning back. I'm phoning Parker's number again.
How was
when you phone back Parker's number, Parker's number is engaged.
Okay. All right.
When you hang up, your phone rings. Sir.
Sir.
I believe you've just been party to possibly the strangest conversation that you've had with me for some time.
Yes.
Well, I'd like to say that, first of all, forgive me, that was not me. That was, in fact, our dearest companion, Sage Blackwood. You'll forgive me, Sage. I must tell my dormitory it is in
That's all right. I understand.
I have no choice. But in any
Rubbing
case...
up to him.
Is it true that she's named the boat?
That she's what?
Is it true that the boat has a real strange name?
Oh, yes, it's true. It's true. Unless you want to change it, I'm sure. We're getting another boat, though. So if you have another name, you can have two boats. The other one's going to be a jet boat. It's going to take a few nights before it's here.
All right, Mercy can have that name this time.
Mercy? Who's Mercy?
I mean, not Mercy.
Sage.
Sage can have that name this time.
Very well.
Hello,
all right.
Hello, Bishop.
Really
Did I
want
sound
that
like
name?
him?
Sage and Dr. Shipman both say hello.
You did a
of course.
pretty good job.
Oh, thank you.
Pretty good job. Don't do it again. I thought we'd been taken over by the Sabat.
Speakerphone.
All right.
What's your
Do you
name?
really want to call it the Musky Siren?
Wow.
Really?
She's already named it.
I love it how it sounds like an old fisherman's
Oh, I
boat.
guess it's that name now. It's settled.
All right. Doc, have you done the things you should have done tonight?
Nope.
What have you been doing?
Kind of just waiting around here.
Waiting
I'm
around?
gonna start nuzzling Parker's neck.
You're supposed to be at an airport. An airport. My building is not an airport. It doesn't.
Okay, I'll get right to it. I'm just gonna keep standing there.
He's not going to, sir.
I'm going to. I'm a professional. Just not right now.
Parker.
Sir.
What
Just
are
imagine
you
if the
doing?
doctor did that.
I'm sorry, sir. What was that?
Get
I
onto
couldn't
it.
hear you over Sage's talk.
Sorry.
What are you doing?
Well, first of all, we've received. Oh goodness me, my lord! It's been a long night. First of all, I've received. Do you remember we discussed that new retainer for Philippe Gratiano? Well, he
Yes.
arrived. His name is John.
John,
He seems to have. Well, we had that whole thing go down. You know, the whole having to break him in and all of that sort of thing didn't go
Yes.
so well.
Yeah.
Philippe's tactic was similar to the one that you took with me, in fact, and it didn't go as well as that, shall we say. He doesn't have as much, shall we say, finesse on this subject as you do, Bishop. However, it worked out well in the end, and so John seems to be part of the team.
Okay.
We did a number of other things. We received the skiff arrived. I took it, brought it in, and Sage, in fact, helped me assemble it. And then we broke it out and took it for a ride. Unfortunately, I did forget to take my phone with me, so therefore I was not able to get these messages until we returned. I'm so sorry.
Oops.
I want Parker at some point before I get back. I want the team to learn to descend from a helicopter via ropes.
Right. Yes.
You know what that is, of course.
I do. Yes.
So I
Why
want
do
them
I
to
feel
do
that's gonna hurt?
It's going to be some training.
it.
I'm not that strong.
What we basically do is we'll fly a chopper above the complex here, and we'll practice landing on the roof from the chopper.
It's going to be like
hovering there most of the day.
Why can't we start with like that? The whole
it's going to be
thing,
like a Walt
rope
Disney
climbing
ride.
Yeah.
You'll love it.
We'll get to the actual chopper after we've done exactly that, Sage.
Okay, good. Because I'm really not that strong. I'm gonna hurt myself.
Bring John in on those training sessions, will you?
Yes, sir. We'll do.
And he might be able to teach us other things that he learnt from his people.
I did have a small incident, I have to admit, sir. If I may talk to you privately for a moment.
What was? Yes, all right.
Excuse me, Sage, Doctor, Bishop. Parker begins to walk off with the phone.
Doctor, use your ears.
You turn up you use your elf ears.
I can't do that.
Right.
Yeah, I'll turn my ears on.
Turn up your ears. Okay, and he goes around the corner. He says, "Bishop, there's one minor incident I have to tell you about, and I feel that I need to tell you this because it might get back to you in some other form, and I wouldn't want you to hear it from anyone else."
Can we get on with it?
I'm doing my best, sir.
Yes.
Forgive me.
Yeah. No, needs no forgiving. Just, I've got.
Philippe Gratiano, during his introduction of his new retainer, unfortunately had a number of bullet holes in his very lovely silken shirt.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Has this boy not learned to put on something a little different by now?
It was in fact part of his demonstration, of course.
You
see, so he was trying to prove a point to John.
Good.
You know the point, I'm sure. I know the same point you made to me, except in this case, when he was done, he asked me if he could borrow a shirt.
Yeah.
I said yes, not thinking too hard about the matter. Well, he came back later a little flustered. And
yes.
Well, you see, it turns out that he then took Sage into my room, my private quarters, and showed her.
Aren't you supposed to be taking Sage into your room?
I did not take her into my room initially. It was not me that did that.
Okay.
Philippe
it's kind of weird, but okay. Easy come, easy go. Yeah, go on.
Do let me complete what I'm saying, Bishop, please.
Yes, sorry, Parker.
Bishop, I guess the simplest explanation is simply this. Philippe found some of my private things in my room.
You mean that stuff you've been collecting for years and years and trying to hide it?
Yes, I imagine that's the stuff.
So how's that going to worry me at all?
Well, I was not aware that you were aware, sir.
Well, you're very bad at trying to hide, you kind of made it kind of obvious, just trying so hard to hide it from me. And you forget you had a camera in your room when you first here.
Well, I see.
And it doesn't matter, Parker. We're buddies, aren't we?
Matters to me, I suppose.
Oh, we're family, man.
Yes, of course.
I don't care how you enjoy your life better, as long as you enjoy your life better.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Well, the true point here.
Yes.
Is not the matter of what things were found or not found.
Okay. What's the problem?
It's more a case of between you and me, sir. I'm left a little bit of the sense of being, honestly, I feel a little violated. And I feel that someone, perhaps with some authority, might mention this to Philippe and or Sage, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm kind of with Sage now, and I suppose I should take that upon myself.
Yeah, she was going to find out about that stuff. You weren't going to keep it from her, were you?
Well, it would have depended, and it really isn't anybody's business.
No.
Why did you find out?
Business.
No.
Dr. Shipman's going nuts right now, trying to figure out what's going on.
No, it isn't
None of your
anybody's business. it really isn't, and I can understand how you feel. And I will talk to Philippe on your behalf, all right?
I do appreciate that, sir.
Anytime, bro.
Very well. And I suppose the last thing I really should say is that, damn, Sage does a good imitation of me.
She does. In fact, I might employ her instead of you. Yeah. All right.
That's not very nice.
You take care of yourself, and you two have a great time.
Thank you.
See you when I get home.
You too,
Bye.
sir. Good night.
Bye. Why you had to tell me about that? I don't know. Don't
Just
know
gonna
why you
shake
didn't.
my head at Sage.
Wait, what? What do you say? That's right. I guess a man should have his secrets. I have plenty of mine.
You found it secret.
Wait, what?
Isn't that what happened?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, really.
that statement doesn't make any sense. Men should have his secrets. I have mine.
Yeah, I mean,
But he
he's probably
doesn't.
got more than just this. This isn't a big part of him, you know.
It sounded like it.
He's got a big heart, and
It sounded like it was important.
it probably will be important.
Good luck.
Thank you. I'm gonna have to ask Tatiana how to get into that sort of thing.
That would be a great conversation, and I wish my character was there, but at the moment I'm getting rid of blood.
Maybe I'll go find her.
Is this the first conversation to have at this point? I don't even know if I'm talking correctly. It sounds like you need to have a conversation with Parker.
Okay.
Not to Tatiana.
Right. Go have wait, about what? What am I having a conversation to him?
Well, it sounds like someone went rustling in his stuff and he feels violated.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
All right, I'll go have a chat to him.
Yeah. Probably be better than how he feels, where he feels like he has to talk to you first about it.
Parker, where are you?
Yeah.
Oh, here you are.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Should I continue to? Okay.
Stop that.
Okay, I will.
Or I'll start imitating you.
Go ahead.
No.
No one could imitate me.
Oh, I could.
Go on.
No, not going to.
No one can imitate me.
No,
it stands.
It would be too painful. The truth hurts too much.
Okay. I just want to apologize about, like, I didn't really know what Philippe was talking about when he was being so I guess suspicious. I probably should have left it there. So I'm sorry.
Well, these things happen.
I promise I will try to not let it happen again. I can't say it won't happen again. I like a good mystery. I like finding out the answers to things, but I myself want to remain a mystery to some people at least. So
you understand?
I understand. I'm sorry.
Thank you. I do appreciate that.
Although I would love to. I think out of anyone in the world, I want to show you my room.
Oh.
Because you've shown me yours.
Well, I suppose that's very flattering. Thank you.
Anyway, you were saying?
Well, I was going to simply mention that the incident has perhaps sped things up. Things that may well have come along sooner or later. But and to be fair, Sage, I wasn't planning to get too far, too deep, too quickly, and you would have known before we had gone too far, I feel.
Of course. I'm open to these sorts of things, hanging around Tatiana at least. So I will probably have a chat to her in future and ask her what certain things do, and maybe I'll have a chat to you a bit more about what it is that you do with everything. And well, I mean, you've already told me a lot already, but I don't know. I kind of want to explore things with you as well, because I want you to feel like I am actually going to try my hardest to make you happy, and I'm sure you'll do the same.
Very well, I do appreciate that.
Although I don't have a secret chest of really kinky toys.
Shipman's like,
I can hear everything now.
Lucky you can forget what you hear.
Everything has been in like cryptic fucking sentences. The gay?
You have solved the puzzle.
Yeah.
Lucky you can forget anything you hear. I have to remember it forever and ever and
Oh, that's true. Philippe's got a eidetic memory, so everything he's seen cannot be unseen.
Did he paint this scenario
already?
Not yet. Not yet.
He only ever paints vampires, so
yeah.
Okay.
And only the thing is, all of Philippe's prophetic paintings came from a time before he was a vampire.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you and him discovered it, right? So it would have been your discovery too. He could have painted you discovery. the kinkmobile or whatever it is.
Right. It was actually Shipman. I mean, I should say Luke, because it's not Shipman. It was behind Philippe went into Parker's closet
Narnia
to get a shirt, right, and discovers that every one of Parker's shirts is basically a white shirt. So he's looking through all the shirts, and then he finds there's like a crack in the back of the things. He's like, oh, I might need to fix that. So he's busy convincing himself that he needs to fix it, and he starts looking in there, and next thing you know, he finds this secret panel, and there's this treasure trove.
Imagine if the kids from Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe, like into his wardrobe.
Just the start of the movie, instead of a coming out, it's just dance like gimp costume.
Right, they will come out of Narnia wearing gimp costumes.
Yeah. Whoa!
They grew up pretty quick.
They did, right? Yeah.
Anyway, time is different.
All right.
Grew up pretty quick, that's for sure.
All right, back on track. Here we go. Oh. We've got 1 minute. Okay, so there you go. I guess that's kind of
sort of wrapping up thing.
We can just wrap up around abouts now.
Wow.
What do you guys? You have anything you want to wrap up specifically before we tidy it up?
Do you want me to stay over? I could stay over.
Yeah, sure, of course.
Is
lovely.
this?
I'd like that.
Is it sunproof up there?
Well, I can make it sunproof,
yeah. Excellent. I'll let Alan know.
We also have an underground chamber, some bunkers downstairs. I haven't shown you fellows yet because it hasn't been required, but it's all sealed up, ready to go if such and such happened.
Oh, okay. Let's have a look.
Before I do, I probably should call Bishop.
Let me do that.
Very well.
On your phone.
I was about to text him, actually. I thought it might be. All right.
I ring him.
Bishop, your phone rings again. It's Parker's number.
Sir, I was going to introduce everyone to the bunker downstairs. Is that all right with you, sir?
Mute.
Sir,
you
I can't hear you, sir.
Yes, Sage, you can do that.
This is not Sage, this is Parker, sir.
Yes, I can tell now.
Okay, you got me.
All right, good night, you
good
two.
Night.
Some people are working, Working, Parker!
He says we can have as much free time as we want. It's really nice of him.
Yes.
Okay, Excellent. I'll see you later. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Yes.
Bye.
All right. And we can wrap up there, I feel.
What the hell's John going to do?
What is John going to do?
before we wrap up, what's he doing?
Just be obfuscated and just be in the same bed. I don't know. I'd probably go back to.
Well, we're hanging out. You're also hanging out. That's
Okay,
cool.
wait a minute. Okay, we can't quite end there because there's something very important that must happen. Because you're in bed with Parker. When the phone rings, Parker answers his phone. Well, who the hell is this? One of Rhea's new retainers. Have you met her?
No.
Hello? What? Security camera? Somebody in here? Where? In the corner. Parker whips out a gun from under the bed and points it at you, Dr. Shipman. Despite the fact that he can't see you, somebody over the telephone is telling him where you are, using the security camera as reference. Oh, it's the doctor. And Parker walks over to the door and he just opens and he's like, just out, go, out, get out.
Yeah, I'll just go to the other corner.
No, Dr. Shipman, no, out.
No, I would have gone back to Uther. All
right. And
Bye.
so head off.
Oh
And
my god, you're such a pervert.
we're getting
kind of hard not to be when you make it very easy.
That's a terrible excuse.
Hey, I'm not the one with the shit in his cupboard.
Not that we know of, anyway. Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, thank you all. Last but not least, Luke and Barry's not listening, so I guess I'll just talk to you, Luke. I've already spoken to Charlie. On my Questbook profile page, Jack, who runs Questbook, has created a thing so that you can leave comments and stuff at the bottom of the profile. And cool. I'm encouraging all of my various players to go there and tell the world what a shit DM I am and how much you hate me, basically. And feel free to be as honest as you want.
Luke could be like, I don't actually know his DM style is like because I never turn up.
Because I'm never here.
You're never here, right? Well, you can say
I'm
that
always
Russell
confused every time I come in.
Russell is very flexible and allows me to come and go as I wish. Exactly. That's what I wanted. Nah.
Yeah.
So there's no, look, I'm just hustling.
No.
Okay, so if you, it's all good.
I can't wait to pretend to be more of your characters, Russell. Parker is so easy.
You're really good at Parker. I'm scared by that. That's terrifying. All right.
Yes, madam.
Get out of here, you bum.
By the way, tomorrow, I am gonna be a bit late.
Oh.
I will be here.
How late is a bit late?
Like max half an hour, probably.
Okay. No worries.
I will show up.
You will show up. Okay, sweet ass.
Have like a Barry moment.
Sweet ass.
Yeah. I apologize. I've got work and stuff.
No worries. Okay, Barry, we'll start at the same time and we'll spend half an hour ramping up.
Well, yeah. Talk about characters and that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty.
All right.
See you guys later.
Yeah, bye.
Don't forget to upload.
Yes, and thank you, Luke. I'll see you soon. See you guys.